Hi.
Hello, beautiful people.
Oh, hello, beautiful people of the internet. Hero is freaking out because he knows he's about to get some TREATS. This song is quite long, I know. It really is. That's why I started talking. It's like 5.5 minutes long. Hello, beautiful people of the internet. How are we all doing today? Oh, baby, I hope you're having a great day. Is today the last day for merch? Technically tomorrow, although I may extend it by another day or two again, but your last guaranteed day to buy merch is tomorrow. Hello, welcome to stream. Sorry I'm late. It's 12:14. I know that I'm late. Apologies. Apologies. I was trying to eat some lunch and take care of something. Let's give these dogs some goddamn treats before Hero whines at me anymore. Hello, welcome to stream. We're gonna play some Satisfactory, which is why I'm dressed like this. But more importantly, or maybe more pressing for more quickly, we're going to talk about Fresh Air Fridays, which are making their way back to the channel this year. Maybe my favorite thing we did last year. They are back. Don't. Hey mods, can we delete exclamation fresh? That's actually last year's command. Would one of the mods be able to do that? If not, that's okay. I can go turn it off in a second. Tony deleted your message and not Streamlabs. That's funny. You're doing perfect, Tony. You said delete. Now why would you I will just time some people out because why when we're trying to get rid of something in chat, why would you just type it anyways? Take a minute to think about your actions. All right. This is the day the entire chat is getting timed out. Welcome to chat today. Hi, dogs. You want some treats?
Hi.
Fresh, be the rebel you want to be, chat.
I regret to inform you that Hero is 0 for 3 on catching those treats right there. Oh, baby. Ryan, have you met chat? I have. Fresh should be off now. Thank you. Can we say 07s in chat to our 4 comrades who are taking 60 seconds to think about their actions? I'm not actually mad at you. I was trying to keep 07s for those 4 brave individuals. I was just trying to keep chat free of the misinformation as I'm about to do some information. 07s. Hey, can I ask, is anyone here unfamiliar with what Fresh Air Fridays is? Any unfamiliar people in the chat with Fresh Air Fridays? Me. That's not true. Now you're lying. Now you're just all lying. Yes. Well, thanks for doing the thing which allows me to tell you about it anyways. I'm not familiar. Okay. Last year, March, we decided to do a little something to encourage people to do some self-care, take care of themselves, whatever, do something positive for themselves. We did it in the month of March because that's when it starts to finally get warm here in Indiana, at least some days. And it ended up being maybe the most fun thing that we did last year. For me personally, like I felt maybe, and by fun, maybe that's the wrong word. It was maybe the most meaningful thing that we did for me personally. It felt really special to be a part of a community doing some stuff together. I'm being vague because I'm going to explain all of this in just a second. And so if you don't know what Fresh Air Fridays is, buckle up. Because, ooh boy, do I have a PowerPoint presentation for... Why is dog cam on? Oh boy, do I have a PowerPoint presentation for you. Oh boy. You made slides? Don't get too excited. Do not get too excited because these three images the ones that came in the pre-formed Google slide, the formulaic one? Absolutely. ChatGPT made some slides. No, I did not use AI. I just didn't use my brain either. I just kept the images the same. Welcome to Fresh Air Fridays 2025, which start tomorrow. Tomorrow. What is Fresh Air Fridays 2025? Well, you can tell by these three very important pictures to me personally. These pictures that mean a lot to me as an individual. That Fresh Air Fridays are... Oops, I hit the wrong button. Did you know scroll wheel makes your slide sheet, your slideshow move forwards and backwards? I didn't know that. Fresh Air Fridays are a chance for you to take care of yourself in a community of people who are doing the same thing, with encouragement from said community, free of any judgment. If you're like me and you spend way too much time on the internet, you exist in a constant state of both feeling judged and, unfortunately, judging others, despite your best efforts to take care of your health, your mental well-being. Instead, you look at blue screen all day, big screen, and then you go to bed and you look at small screen all day. And at the end of the day, you feel sad, lonely, terrible, etc.
You mean in Bit gonna be one of like 5 people posting there now? Also, are the images in the past chat gonna still be there because I might have been using that as a storage place?
All your questions shall be answered if only you shall allow me to present. Actually, I didn't answer that last one, but I will. So basically, we started this because I personally needed to take a month to sort of take care of myself. And some other people felt it was fun to join, and we had an awesome time last year. That's what Fresh Air Fridays are about. How does it actually work, though? Well, blaring pink screen on Fridays, Saturdays, and Sundays for the next 5 weeks, 4 in March plus 1 in April. There will be a Discord. Oh, shit, you can't see it. There will be a Discord channel in the Discord that is open only from Friday morning till Sunday evening, where you can check in, quote unquote. You can post about yourself and what you did this week to accomplish your Fresh Air Fridays. There will also, this is new this year, be one Fresh Air Friday stream per week. I have 5 things planned. I'm not going to tell you what any of them are, minus the one that's happening literally tomorrow, because I am excited for them, and I don't know. I don't want to. Some of them may change a little bit, but we're going to do one Fresh Air Friday stream per week. One per week to literally get out there and do some stuff on stream. One Five Nights at Freddy's stream per week. Hold up. Let me move the camera. 5. There are only 4 Fridays in March, Ryan. God damn it. If I swear, if nobody else reads this goddamn PowerPoint that I worked so hard on, I spent so much time working to select these specific images and this specific color. I spent hours of my life. I spent the last 10 minutes before I started. I spent hours of my life. Luke can't read or spell. Be patient with him. That's right. This is a no judgment zone. This picture, which is very important to me, and I could not tell you where in the world it takes place, for this specific slide. What are the rules of Fresh Air Friday? Well, there are not any rules for Fresh Air Friday. There are, however, some guidelines, some vague guidelines, because there aren't rules, because this is just a thing. This is just a journey we're going on together. There are no rules. There are, however, some guidelines. So 5 times over the next 5 weeks, you're going to have a chance to post in Fresh Air Fridays Discord channel about how you have done something to take care of yourself, some way in which you have achieved fresh air in big quotation marks. You don't actually have to go outside. You don't actually have to touch grass. Those are both perfect options. You can clean. We'll get into options here in a second, but you can clean your house. You can try something new, try a new skill. You can take some sort of self-care action. We'll talk about all that in a second. There are no rules because it's just a thing we're doing together. However, there are some guidelines. Here are the guidelines. If possible, please only post about, please only do your activities Friday, Saturday, and Sunday during that little weekend window. Here's the reason why. In the past, we had some questions. Hey, can I do my activity on Monday and then just save it for Friday? You can, because again, there are no fucking rules. But here's what we found. If possible, I would encourage you to do your activity on Friday, Saturday, or Sunday. Why? Because there will be 80 other people in the Discord also taking some sort of self-care action on the exact same day. And to be in community with other people is one of the most beautiful things and most, frankly, encouraging and motivating things you can do for yourself. So I would say, if I were you, try to do it on Friday, Saturday, or Sunday, because the feeling will be different. And so in some ways, the feeling is everything. I would ask that you challenge yourself in some way. The goal here is to do new things, or to do things that you would not do or you did not do last week or the month before that or last year. The goal is to do something that is challenging in some way to you. Maybe it's just challenging because it's new and you're afraid of it. Maybe it's challenging because it's actually difficult. Maybe it's challenging because it's just not your normal. But I would ask you to challenge yourself in some way. Please don't post. You can do this if you would like, because again, there are no rules. Please don't just post about the same self-care thing you've done every year for the last 25 years. That's fine. You can if you want. There are no rules. But on the other hand, if you would like to get the most out of this, and I am personally going to try and get the most out of this, do that. Other guideline. This one is actually probably a real rule. No judging other people, no judging yourself. This is just a space to encourage other people to do one of the hardest things in life, which is break out of your everyday routine to find a way to find something new, joyful, delightful, or beautiful in your life. That's a very hard thing. That's, in some ways, maybe one of the most difficult things you can do for the next 90 years that you are here on this planet. It is difficult. And we are here to support other people and to get support for ourselves in doing it. That's the goal. Please don't judge other people. In public and private, etc. I'm not going to choose to tell you what counts as a check-in or not. I'm not here to police you. I think you probably can judge for yourself whether or not it counts, whether or not it meets the spirit of the guideline of the challenge. But I'm not going to police you. Nobody else is going to police you. Yeah. And like I said, this is all on the honor system. There are no rules. Just report. Just it's on the honor system. Do what you feel is right. I better not be here for another 90 years. That's too much. I hope I'm not either. It's not a competition, but you did win Fresh Air Fridays last year, aka Siege. That's true. That's true. Also, you did win Five Nights at Freddy's last year. Okay. I love surfing. Why is this the picture? Because it was the picture that was provided to me. There are rewards. That's right. I promised you free indigestion cards. And you can get free indigestion cards. So let's do the math at home. There are 5. Great picture, Ryan. Thank you so much. There are 5 weeks ahead of us. If you check in during one of those weeks, if you post something in the Discord about you taking some sort of self-care action, you will make it onto dramatic reveal. My wall. There's actually nothing in there right now, but Megan and I have a plan to build a display right here that I'm really excited about building. And your name is going to be on that wall. I can't tell you what the display is yet because it's not done. Is that not a door? Technically, it's a door, not a wall. But there. You're going to be right there. Wasn't that super amazing? If you do that at one point, anytime during the next 5 weeks. If you check in 4 times during those 5 weeks, you get a free pack of indigestion cards. Last year we did if you did all 5. And this year I think I want to try and give in the spirit of like giving ourselves grace, giving each other grace, and in the spirit of encouraging you more than policing you or anything like that. Do it 4 times over 5 weeks. Take a week off. Rest is important. Take a week off. Do 4 check-ins over the next 5 weeks. Just do 4 small things to take care of yourself, and you get a free pack of indigestion cards on me. I wonder how many times my username has ended up in your room. I can see your actual face on a poster in front of me. I can see your username right over there. At least, actually twice. I can see your username at least twice. And I can see your actual face. Great incentive? I hope so. Okay, final slide. I think it's my final slide. Oh, no, this is technically the final slide, which I never changed. But my final slide. I worked so hard on this PowerPoint. Didn't you guys like it? My final slide. Look at this person's boots. Lorem ipsum, by the way. My final slide is my challenge to you. This can be a way for you to get some free indigestion cards if that's what you would like to make out of it. I'm totally cool with that. I'm very cool bribing you to post in the Discord 4 times over the next 5 weeks in order for you to get a free pack of indigestion cards. I'm very cool with that relationship and that give and take. On me, that's awesome. However, if you choose to maybe try and make a little bit more out of this, here's my challenge to you. Evaluate where you're at in life. Evaluate what you're happy with, what you're unhappy with, what brings you joy and what does not. Set a small goal or a few goals. I'll talk about my goals here in just a second. About how you can maybe make your life just a little bit different or a little bit tweaked or a little bit better in the next 30 days, in the next 5 weeks. And then on the weekends, show up and do something to maybe give yourself a chance of making that slight little change. And then along the way, we just root for other people, you know? How's that sound to you guys? That's my challenge to you. I'm going to be participating in this challenge myself. I'm taking this seriously. Like I have some goals. I'll talk about that in a second, but that's my thought. That's my thought. Sounds like this community rocks. It does. This is why this was the most fun thing last year. It's one of the most fun things we did last year. I love Fresh Air Friday. I didn't expect to love it as much as I liked it. I knew I would like it, and I actually fucking loved it. So let's do this. Also, if you post about doing something with another community member, each person needs to post about it. That's true, because Evo is keeping track of who posts, and it is way easier on them if you post as in fact, it only works for them if you post as an individual. So if 2 people get together, both of you post about it. Okay. Let's do this. Let's talk about some things you might do for Fresh Air Friday to help you to take some sort of self-care action. The literal definition is go someplace and get some fresh air. That's what I'm going to be doing tomorrow. I'm going to take one of the dogs, probably Kingsley, to a place a place he has never been before. I've been there before. A trail, a walking trail. I'm going to do an IRL dog walking stream. And I'm going to walk Kingsley for a little bit in the very cold Indiana, probably raining weather. I'm just going to check the weather real quick. I think it's supposed to be like 45 degrees. 42 degrees and potentially raining. So it might be the most miserable thing I've ever done. But my goal for this first week, which literally starts tomorrow, is I want to do an IRL stream because I want to push myself to do more of these this year. I want to push myself to bring my camera out into the world and do things out in the physical world rather than just sitting here at the computer. I want to do that. I want to take Kingsley to a place he's never been before. He's going to enjoy the crap out of it. I don't do enough walking of the dogs. Sometimes I take them for runs, but they don't go for enough walks. So that's my first goal. Other ways you can do a Fresh Air Friday thing. You can journal. You can take some sort of, you can crack a window that you normally don't crack just to literally get some fresh air. You can clean something that really has needed cleaning. You can push yourself in a fitness perspective. One of my goals for this year that I won't say a ton about because it's going to feature very heavily on a special stream coming to you soon is I've been working on one specific fitness goal for almost a year. For almost an entire year, I've been working on one specific fitness goal. And that is going to come to a head during the next couple of weeks. And I'm really excited. And frankly, I'm nervous to see if that will work out on stream and if it will work out for me personally. But it can be a fitness goal. I'd really encourage you to pursue some sort of fitness goal if that's something you struggle with or something you are interested in. Does trying to quit smoking count? I would say so. I can't think of anything more fresh for your lungs than trying to quit smoking. Hell yeah. What are some things people did last year? Siege gave us tours of New York City, because Siege is a tour guide in New York City. So literally getting out into spaces and doing something. People did a lot of like going for hikes or like visiting a new physical place or getting out to a museum they've never been to before or taking their pet out for a walk or a time. Going on walks at lunch break is perfect. I was trying to figure out what I did last year, but the channel isn't there for me to search. It will be back tomorrow, I promise. Sorry. We had to take it down for a day or two. Yeah. What was Sven's question that I didn't answer again? Will that channel be back? That channel will be back. It'll be back tomorrow morning at like 10 a.m. 10 or 11 a.m. I have a kiddo and Saturdays mom/wife works. Getting outdoors solo dadding it to do an extra activity can be hard to be disciplined to do. My goal is to get both of us out and hiking 4 of 5 weekends. Oh my goodness. How old is kiddo? That's a great idea. That's a great idea. I love that. Some of my other goals personally, I have a couple other like sort of IRL or outdoors things, or at least one other outdoors thing sort of planned. There are a couple like self-care / like therapeutic activities that you can do in your house, which I don't spend. One of them I've never done before, and another one I don't do often enough. So one of my goals is going to be to try both of those out. What about you? What about y'all? Any other ideas for things you can do if somebody's if somebody is like trying to come up with an idea, or any goals you're thinking about for yourself? Last year I hoped to do a few gardening things for Fresh Air Friday. Then I remembered it's fucking March in Minnesota. There is no gardening. Megan tried to get me to do some gardening for this year's Fresh Air Fridays, and I was like, maybe, if it's not 10 degrees. Oliver says, I successfully quit smoking a few years ago. It's the best decision I've ever made. Holy shit. Satisfied says we can do it together. I've been off nicotine since the beginning of the year, but the final step of getting entirely off the vape starts Sunday. Let's go, Satisfied. I love that. I'm hoping to get motivation to do my physiotherapy exercises. Perfect. I want to go explore some new towns and cities around me. Hell yeah. I can't wait to have a million tech issues tomorrow and start Fresh Air Friday off with a bang. Should be a lot of fun. I usually have Fridays off, so it's really easy to just stay home. I will probably try to make plans with friends or be active. I will say, some of the Fresh Air Friday streams are going to happen on like a Monday or a Tuesday. But don't worry, I'll still get some Fresh Air Fridays in on the weekend too. It's just, I'm scheduling with other people and stuff too, so it's like, so hypothetically, theoretically, I won't tell you what we're doing, but exclamation Autumn in the chat. Autumn is going to be joining for one of the Fresh Air Friday activities, which is probably going to be happening on a Tuesday evening. So Fresh Air Tuesday evening. But that's when Autumn works a real job, so that's when our schedule works out. Robocop Phil says, I quit a few years back. It's been fantastic. I wish you the best of luck with your journey. Let's go. For me, it helped to do it with a partner. Good luck. Incredible. Sven's going to be skiing a bunch. Maybe a few fishing spots near me that I can show you guys. I might try to get serious about leash training the cats. Good luck and God bless. If it's warm enough, actually start running. If it's still cold here, maybe I'll finally try and bake some bread. Hi, Nairist. How you doing today? I just tried to drink from my Spindrift. Guess what? That shit ain't open. That shit is not open. Any other questions about Fresh Air Fridays before we move on? I hope I answered questions. The channel will be right back, guys. I'm sorry that I took it down for a day. The channel will be back tomorrow at 10 a.m. So the channel will be open vaguely 10 or 11 a.m. on Friday morning Eastern time to 9 or 10 p.m. on Sunday Eastern time. That's kind of the window. Please avoid chatting super much in that channel. Post in that channel for sure. Please don't have any super lengthy conversations in that channel because hearts in the chat. Thank you, Evo. Thank you, Evo. Evo, and potentially with some help from others, I'm not sure. We'll be keeping track of everybody's activities so that you get the rewards, aka the cards, that you deserve. So please make it easy on our mods and don't hold any like lengthy conversations in there. You can always have those conversations in general or someplace, but yeah. Thank you, Evo. Thank you, Evo. Anyone else gonna try digging a hole in their backyard? Will the channel have all the old content still? It will. It will. I'm excited. I'm really excited. Like I said, I'm personally, I'm excited to see what you guys do because it's always amazing to see like little glimpses into your life and to see glimpses of people sort of going out of their way to do something outdoors or joyous or self-care, something for taking care of themselves. I'm also just personally excited to try some things, like try some IRL streaming. That part makes me a little bit nervous, but I'm trying to tackle that nervousness. I'm excited to try things that are not video games on stream, which I do love, but which I would love a little bit more variety too. So we'll see. I'm gonna get a bacon burger and post it to Fresh Air Fridays. If you can absolutely do that, especially if you can contextualize it for me and other people as being in some way related to taking some sort of action for self-care. Bacon burgers definitely count as self-care. Outdoor restaurant? It could be an indoor restaurant. Maybe it's a treat yourself kind of situation, you know? Treat yourself. Or try some, maybe you've never had bacon on a burger. Maybe you're trying something new. If you're grilling outside, that's fresh air. I love the I love the tendency to be like, the thing is called Fresh Air Fridays. So if I can get any sort of air that has been touched by the outside wind, I have technically succeeded. If this air is outdoors air, then I have succeeded. You're right. You're right. That counts. It all counts. Cassie says maybe I'll try streaming for once. Just kidding, that terrifies me. Hey, sometimes you got to do the scary stuff. You said we could open a window. I did, absolutely. Especially if you have some intention behind that action towards self-care. Ryan, what's blinking behind you on the floor? Oh, that's actually my desk. My it's not blinking, but the way the camera reads the light, it's actually a steady light, but the way that it reads the light makes it appear to be blinking. I need to get that set up, but I bought a standing desk and it's been sitting there for like 3 weeks. Like it's been like 2.5, 3 weeks. Yeah, I put it mostly together and then I have to move everything from here over to that, and I have not done it yet. I'm really excited to get it set up, but I have not had the time, so we'll get there. My current life is in a lot of stress. Cleo's in season/heat, and I'm so stressed. I told Chef he's letting me have the day off. Let's go, Killer Cat. Cleo is your pet, right? If Cleo is your roommate, then that sentence has a very different meaning. What camera are you going to be using for the stream tomorrow? My good old phone. We're going to see. I mean, we're going to see. I really don't know how tomorrow is going to go. We're going to try it though. You may get a notification later tonight about a stream that is happening after our stream this afternoon. That is actually just me taking my phone to go do a test stream. We'll see. I'm not sure I'm going to have enough time. If I do, don't tune in. Don't watch. You can tune in. It'll be like 3 minutes. We'll see. We'll see. Evo's headed out for work. Goodbye, Evo. Goodbye. Ryan, didn't you receive my formal request for a doggy GoPro? I did receive your formal request. And if you want to take care of all of the technology problems of having the doggy GoPro broadcast live to my phone to then broadcast live over the internet, feel free to pop on over to Indiana, solve that problem for me, and then I promise you will have a doggy GoPro. If you want to tackle that, hell yeah, we'll do it. If not, nope. I don't even know if GoPros can broadcast. Can GoPros broadcast? I know they can record. They have internal storage, but I have no idea if... Probably fancy ones, right? I don't know. Buy Kingsley and Hero their own iPhones. Now I have a new goal. Screw Firebot. Doggy GoPro is my 2025 mission. Watch, we put the GoPro on and then everybody in chat just gets motion sick. Cleo is the puppy girl. I also have an older boy. Oh, now I understand your problem. I get it now. Did you know that LEDs actually flicker super fast, which can sync up with the camera frame rate? Interesting. Camera shutter. Interesting. So that's what's going on. Explain that to me. Explain to me why I can't see this flicker, but the camera can. I mean, you just did. So, but like, it don't look flickering. Shouldn't my eyes be... It's just the rhythm of it. Refresh rate? But what's the refresh rate on my eyes? What's the refresh rate on my eyes? My refresh rate is better. Oh, so, okay. So, that actually does make more sense. My refresh rate is better than the camera's refresh rate. So, helicopter blades... If you go better and better in terms of camera refresh rates, they look less choppy. That would be true. But they look less sitting still. I guess that would depend on if it's syncing up or not. Octopus's refresh rates are higher than human refresh rates, so they can't stand to look at human monitors because they look blinking to them. Wait, so that's the part that... Wait. Okay, we've circled back around. That's the part that is actually confusing to me. So... My eyes have a better refresh rate than the camera. Why can the camera see the gaps in blinking that my eyes cannot, right? Shouldn't it be the opposite? That, like, my eyes have the better refresh rate. So I should be able to see the, like, frames, if you will, that thing is off, but I don't. I said something wrong. Wait, so it's actually the other way around. The camera and the LEDs do not sync, which causes a flicker. But my eyes do sync? My eyes shouldn't sync either, right? Is this a thing where it's like my eyes are doing the like I'm actually seeing everything upside down, but my brain knows to flip it around? Kind of thing? Actually, you see with your brain and not your eyes. Words right out of my mouth. Hi, Meg. It's just, it's the gaps in the camera, not the light. Sure, but there's like this frame right here where it should be on, right? And then in the next frame that the camera is like I probably just don't understand cameras very well. In the next frame that the camera is like grabbing, the light should still be on, right? Disclaimer, I'm a layman, I know nothing. This is I believe part of the issue is that the refresh rate of the camera is for the entire CCD chip at the same time, while the refresh rate of the eyes is not locally synchronized. You have fully lost me with that in the most beautiful way. Your comment has just lost me in the most beautiful way. You've lost me in the way that I now absolutely trust that you're right and I will never understand it. You said entire CCD chip and locally synchronized, which are two phrases that I don't understand and am like at this point, rather than being so close to my understanding that I notice the gap and I'm like, wait, but my eyes should be able to see the spots where the light isn't on, right? Instead, you've gotten this far from my understanding, and now I'm like, cool. So I just want to understand it. That's cool. Hi, Valnak. How's it going? Essentially, the problem has everything to do with how lights work. Cameras are not on all the time. Cameras flicker on and off at a certain frequency. It is so fast that the naked eye can't see it. The light is flickering at a rate you can see. It stops every time you turn to look at it just to mess with you. You motherfucker. Now you've fully fucked my brain. Anybody else as a kid have some of that where it's like the monsters in my bed only come out when I'm not looking at them. So if I just give myself whiplash to look, maybe I'll see them. I'm looking at you and they're sneaking out. They're sneaking out. But then what if all of a sudden they're still back underneath? The monsters are only in the corners of your eyes. Ah, and I can't look with the corners of my eye. I can't see with my peripheral vision the thing. Damn it. Mirrors near the bed help with that. Yellow, I don't personally care what kind of kinky shit you're into, but I will not be installing mirrors near my bed because I don't want to wake up at 7 in the morning, look up into the mirror, and see what I look like at 7 in the morning. Listen, I love my wife, and when I see her at 7 in the morning with messed up hair and sleepy face and drool halfway down her face, I think she's beautiful. But I don't love myself like that, and I'm not looking in the mirror to see myself like that. No way. I have a mirror above my bed for that reason. Exclamation bonk. Mirrors facing the bed, especially at night when you suddenly wake up, are creepy. The pillow marks are real. Your eyes actually average out light over a period of time. The camera takes an instantaneous snapshot of light. My eyes actually average? My eyes average. That's the weird... Your eyes average is the wildest sentence I have read today. Your eyes average. Sheriff said, be careful. I love my wife. Be careful. Do my eyes average or do my brain? My brain probably does the averaging, right? My brain does the averaging. There's one thing I know about eyes, which are that eyes are just sort of, they're unthinking optical sensors, and my brain does the averaging. My brain processes. We do process that which is delivered to us through the optical nerve. There is some pre-processing, if you will, post-processing. Brain straight up lies sometimes to maintain the appearance of continuity. Yeah. Anyways, let's play some Satisfactory. Oh, boy. Hey, thanks for sitting through my Fresh Air Friday spiel. If you have questions, feel free to post them in the Discord or ask me. I'm excited. I hope you're excited as well. I think this should be fun. Let's make it a good month. A good 5 weeks. Are your eyes broken as well? Let's fix it. Fix it. If you don't want your brain broken, don't look up how your brain/eyes process looking back and forth between things. Saccades. What is saccades? And why does it look so beautiful like that? Saccades. Saccades. I'm about to look it up, llamas. Will the slide deck be distributed after the call today? I can absolutely send you my notes on today's meeting. Hey, would you mind looping us all in on your use AI to generate a recap of our meeting, and then we'll all and then we can just send that to each other. Do. Sorry, I'm still reading chat. I don't like AI. Don't let AI hear you saying that. No, I don't like it either. I actually just turned off my Apple does this thing now where it will summarize your text messages to you. Have you guys seen this? Welcome back to Satisfactory, by the way. Today we beat Phase 3 in the video game. But before we do that, I have to tell you a funny story, which is that over the last couple of days, my phone updated to the most recent Apple software update. And as part of that, I got AI summaries of my text messages so that when you just glance at your phone, it tells you what the text message includes. I hated it. I turned it off immediately. But I do have to show you very quickly what I had it on for less than 4 hours. One of the messages that I got, I'm going to just show it to you. I took a screenshot of it. I'm just going to show it to you without any context. A group message called the Yahtzee hole. Chicken has peg leg. Delayed delivery. Semicolon. Prosthetic legs available on Etsy. Here's the thing about that story, about that text message. First off, I think you've heard of 6-word short stories before. Ernest Hemingway is famous for having supposedly written the for sale, baby shoes, never worn. It's a short story, but it only takes 6 words. I would say chicken has peg leg, delayed delivery is a decent 6-word short story. Here's the other thing about that message. That was actually an entirely accurate AI summary. Not a single detail was missed. Not a single detail was missed. AI did its job very well. That's actually, it was the exact, that's what happened in the text message. And that's a story for another time, but that's exactly what it was. You can buy chicken prosthetic legs on Etsy. Welcome back to Satisfactory. Our plan for today is to beat Phase 3. And here's the good news. That's going to happen whether or not I'm standing here at my factory. So my plan for the next hour, I don't know, for the next little bit, is to go explore. Shami Leva, who is probably not here right now because I haven't seen his name in chat just yet. Shami posted a YouTube comment saying hey, it could be a good time to go exploring while you're kind of waiting on the factory to make your shit. And I thought, you know what? You're exactly right. Let's go exploring. So here's my goal for today. We're going to find 2 things. One, first off, Mercer spheres. Because I desperately need to put more things in a Dimensional Depot and to do more Dimensional Depot research. 2, power slugs. Because we have a steel problem, and I think one of the ways to solve that steel problem would be to put Mark II miners on everything, power slug the shit out of that stuff, power slug the shit out of the smelting itself, and then build a new and better steel thing. So that's kind of my long-term plan. Is we're going to need more power shards. So, not to backseat or anything, but you should go get stuff. Hey, that's what I'm thinking. I'm thinking that same thing. We're going to go empty out our inventory and go explore at least some of these areas that are still fog of war. I think the way we're going to do that is by building a bunch of power towers with platforms. So we should make sure to have that material. The good news is we do have that material. It is currently in our Dimensional Depots. We should empty our inventory of other shit. Ryan's search history is very different than mine if he's getting messages about chicken prosthetic legs. It's not my search history. It's somebody else. It's one of our friends has a chicken who regrettably has lost a leg. And, you know, and I knew about that, but I hadn't heard the latest updates, so we were asking, what's the update on the chicken? Her name is Elsa. The update on Elsa is Elsa, you know, no longer has a leg, and we keep power shards on us. We keep these on us. But it's getting a prosthetic leg that you can buy from Etsy. That's the full story. I guess we should probably just chuck some stuff in here, right? I'm going to go find myself. Exactly. Couldn't you just kick a duck and steal its leg? I don't know. Ikelos? I don't know. Could you kick a duck and steal its leg? Walk me through how that would work, Ikelos. Walk me personally through how that would go. Paint me a picture. Paint me a word picture. Bye, Cassie. Have a good day. Thanks for dropping in. Let's just make some space here. We don't need any of this versatile framework. We can put it in the thing. We don't need that either. We don't need this. We don't need that. A lot of these things are in the dimensional depot. Computers, we should probably keep. They're just very valuable. That's a lot of space. That's a lot of space. Could probably get rid of even more. So much of it is in our dimensional depot. Okay. Now, let's go. Kick it in the butt, slash its legs with a kitchen knife, done. No, you're not even close to done. You're not even close to done. That's actually just like step 0.5. You still need to do step 1, 2, and 3, which are attach a duck's leg to a chicken in whatever... Oh, sorry. Actually, step 1 was choose the weakest one, dare it for a fight, then do all that stuff. Still not even close to done. That's all I'll say. Is that iron? I don't have it marked. Interesting. If that's iron, we could turn this into... This is iron. I think we do iron check mark once it's been... Yeah, we do the other one first. New map marker. We do this one. Iron impure. Ores. Select color. We select the iron preset. Oh no. Oh no. Apply. And then I'm getting attacked. You motherfucker. Come here. By far the most interesting text message I've gotten in the last year, by the way, was about this chicken's unfortunate unfortunate leg. It's named Elsa because it froze. Chickens are so dumb. I don't know. How much do you guys want to hear about the chicken? I don't have to tell you more about the chicken if you don't want to hear it. It's up to you guys. We could talk about many other things if you would prefer that. But long story short, the limestone over here. Okay. Chickens are not very smart. This chicken did not understand that it could get back into its pen at night, its house, where there was where there was warmth, and so that is not the limestone color. That's all I gotta say. And so it ended up not freezing to death, but freezing close to death. Chickens are incredibly stupid. Very, very stupid. It's actually normal. Not a lot of like, it's kind of amazing. Like not a lot, like they have a self-preservation instinct, but not a lot of like capacity to do much self-preservation, you know? It's sad. It is sad. Going over here. Okay, we need like 10 Mercer Spheres. So what we really need to be doing is holding this out and going Power Slugs, Mercer Spheres. Summer Sloops too. Like that's fine too. Zoop. That's kind of nature in a nutshell. Nature do be cruel. Nature do be cruel. Okay, y'all. How do you feel about... I have a question for you. How do you feel about the need, quote unquote, to make small talk at Power Slug here somewhere? I don't care about that as much as a Mercer Sphere. But maybe I should go get it. To make small talk with people, you are paying to like do a service for you. Or just small talk with like strangers in general. But so for instance, this morning at 8 in the fucking morning before I had coffee, I went to get a dental check-in. Ah! My cleaning, if you will. Hello. Why are there so many birds here? This is like the Garden of Eden. There's birds everywhere. And I am generally not a... I'm really not like a small talker generally. Which is funny because in some ways that's all I do for my job every single day. But if I really like enjoy the person, I will. Or conversely, if I enjoy the conversation, but if I feel a strong desire to impress the person or make them like me, I will also... I'll small talk my ass off if I have some sort of need to impress, or like even a random socially enforced desire to impress a person or make them like me. I don't want my dental hygienist to talk to me unless it's about my teeth. That's my thought, right? Like your hands in my mouth. I find small talk to be extremely tedious, but I do work with the general public. Can I ask what line of work you're in? If I can talk while I'm at the dentist, I should be able to leave the dentist and do something I want to do. Case-by-case basis of vibes. Small talk with older people that I like. Everyone else can fuck off. What makes the older people different? There is something... I mean, older people can be assholes just like everybody else. And frankly, sometimes I think they are more assholes. But... because they don't care as much. Oh my god, what the fuck is this? Hello. Please don't attack me. Please don't attack me. Alright, I'm in, I'm out. I'm in and I'm out. I don't even want to kill you. You think that was breakable? It doesn't look breakable. No. I'm in and I'm out. Sometimes small, like, old people do have a, just like, they have time. That's what it is. They have time for it. They're often... Oh, Ikelos is saying, show respect, they're lonely. That could be the other part of it, too. They have, like, time for it, and, in my opinion, because often they're either retired or they think that what is important is talking to people. And they have, like, a... Yeah, maybe they have a greater desire for small talk. Everybody else is so busy, you know? Hi, Ted Puke. It's been 3 years since I've seen it in a Indigestion stream. Well, welcome back. Do I have enough fuel? I do not have enough fuel. Fuck. Okay, we need to be careful with the fuel. Is it underneath me? More iron right here. Older people have some wisdom. Sometimes they do. I don't know about all old people. In fact, sometimes I think being old means that you have something, whatever the opposite of wisdom is. Like a really dated way of looking at the world that is sometimes not based upon any reality or interacting with other people and just based on the Fox News you've been fed. What? You fucker. I know some old people like that. I know more old people like that than are happy to talk to me about any wisdom they have. Unfortunately. Exclamation current events. Is that at me? That's probably fair. The real solution is to normalize long talk where strangers are expected to have philosophical debates. Every bus ride, one person emerges as the philosophical champion. I do find there's a difference between small talk and someone talking to you because they are lonely. I can usually tell the difference, therefore I feel differently about it. Yeah. Here's my thought. If you're being paid to provide me a service, maybe other people feel differently, but I don't feel like you're being paid to talk to me about the service, to talk to me about things unrelated to the service you're providing, right? I am very interested in how my teeth are doing because I have to go here every 6 months and I want to find out the answer. I don't want to answer for you a question about what I do for work and a bunch of other questions about that and et cetera, et cetera. What the fuck is this? I think this is actually maybe the big cave that we found. No? Not a big cave, I think over here somewhere. Where was that Mercer sphere? That's what I was chasing down. Oh, but this could be it because it's in the thing. Are those bats? There's bats, which I've never found before. I think they're different than the birds. Oh, God. Spiders. Holy shit. Too many spiders. Too many spiders. Too many spiders. Too many dicks on the dance floor. Ah! Jump off this thing. Okay. We're good. We're good. We're good. We're good. Oh my God, Jeff. Jeff's talking about how there's a person in Jeff's university who takes advantage of the university's policy where if you're over 65, you can take classes for free and has been doing so for 14 years. Jeff, I swear to you, I had a person exactly like that in my classes in college, and that person was a delight to talk to. Ah! Every single time, a delight. Was it the being wildly curious at like 80 years old that made him so delightful? I don't know. Might have been a good place to start, though. Where the fuck does this thing go? Oh, I don't like the noises here. Wait. That wasn't where I was supposed to go. Is there another cave like below this? There's a Mercer sphere somewhere here. Down here? We're going to find this Mercer sphere. Probably at the expense of making a whole bunch of other progress. We're gonna find it. I can't believe the elderly have free classes in America, but the young do not. Oh, if only that were anywhere near. Oh, hello. Hello. List of the most unbelievable things about our educational system. Hi, Adivek. How's it going? We found it. Let's go.
This is a shrine to windows and weaving.
I vividly remember a drunk man talking to me on the bus crying about trying to reconnect with his daughter. I felt so bad for him, but it was so awkward for me. I'll be honest with you. In that situation, like, of course you feel a little bad for the guy because you've got a heart and a little bit of empathy. But, like, I need to get back up. But, like, I don't feel that bad for the guy. I feel bad for his position, but like to talk to a random stranger about your issues on the bus, especially if that stranger is uncomfortable with being talked to, is like, as a person who gets very uncomfortable being pressed into conversations, it feels like it should be a crime. Here, because I found your Breath of the Wild playthrough. It's fun to listen to. Yay, welcome in. I'm glad you've enjoyed it. Very glad you've enjoyed it. How far in are you? Trauma dumping on a stranger is a wild thing to do. Yeah. And of course it comes from a, like, I mean, generally, I don't know. Sometimes it comes from a, like, lack of social awareness, which is its own thing. Sometimes it comes from a, like, lack of other options, which is its own other problem. And I have empathy and sympathy for both, but, oh boy, small talk when you're disabled is such a wild ride. You never know what someone is about to say. Oh boy. I had not thought about that at all, Carly. I think the best play here is actually to build a ladder and then float on the parachute. Because on the parachute, you can hold this thing out the entire time. You know? Slug right here. Now, if you knock me into the fucking thing, I'm gonna be upset. My first date is always a trauma dump. Is that not normal? Oh my god, he tried. You do whatever comes natural to you, Iculus. Whatever you gotta do. Are you trauma dumping or is the other person trauma dumping in this situation? And also, what's the success rate on trauma dumping on a first date? Now I'm curious. Like, is there a lot of second dates or is it... I see a Mercer sphere right there. 65%. One time I had a coworker walk up to me at my cubicle. I am already so scared of where this is going to go. And unprompted, ask me how I go to the bathroom. What happened to hello, how are you? They just love putting these guys right on the edge.
Yes, actually, this might be a strange question, but it could give me invaluable insight. What, according to you, is the shape of our universe?
It's a donut within a void within a donut within a void within a donut within the shallows, which is a ball of string wrapped around itself to contain the infinite deep within the inside-out string with windows and doors and a luminous body subdividing to one resonance.
I should have waited with this question.
Ada and the other being are trying to understand each other, and it's going super well. That was wild. Wild. Charlie says, I always panic, politely answer the question. Oh boy. I'm so sorry for that. That's a wild thing to have to deal with. Oh no, please don't fall, please don't fall, please don't fall! I landed it, I landed it, I landed it. I mean, I didn't really land it, but somebody landed it. Mercer Sphere this direction. Now I'm just thinking like, think in caves, right? Think in terms of caves. You ever look at them, make a bloated face, and just respond like that? Now I work from home, so I don't have to deal with it so much. Yeah. Thing right over there. Mercer Sphere is that way, though. Look at this hex structure. That's weird, right? I'm already down to 13. Oh, boy. 13 fuel is what I was going to say. Is this the exact one we were in? It is. Right there. Oh. I hope no one at home comes up and asks you that question. Oh my god, is that... Oh, I thought that was 2 golden power slugs. One of them is just sulfur. So, dental hygienist was like too talkative today. And also like not even hypothetically, like, and also strangely was like the roughest dental hygienist I've ever had. Like, my gums are bleeding. My gums are sore. I was like, careful, that's my one and only mouth you're dealing with here. Like, you're roughhousing with over here. So that was a little weird. I was like, did you, like, what are you working through in your personal life that you have to take out on my gums right now? Because, I don't appreciate it. More iron right here, it looks like. I may try and mark this real quick just from up here. And just do like a quick little... Lots of iron. You can come back and mark it later. And I'll just do a little like down arrow to let you know that it's not the exact same thing. Lots of iron right there. I'm going to try and get back up to that so that we can use the power lines to get back to where we're going. Oh, hello, friend. We've already done this? Okay, that's good. My dental hygienist is a total sadist. Getting my wisdom teeth pulled was less painful than her teeth cleanings. I literally cry. I go to a place that has a whole bunch of dental hygienists, and it rotates like almost every time. Thank God. Because I am praying I never get Kayla again. But, Mona, no pressure here. This is not me judging at all. Do you ever get the instinct to be like, hey, gentle? Or like, hey, ouch. Do you react at all? Or is it like, you just like stoically put up with that shit? Oh no, oh no, oh no. I missed it. There we go. She sees me crying? She sees you crying? She is a sadist. Oh my god. You're crying? She's a fucking sadist. Hi, Liflufu. How's it going? Hi, Junie Rainbow. Welcome in. I cry pretty stoically, so I think she probably thinks it's not that bad, but my pain tolerance is high, so that's saying a lot. Oh, boy. On the other hand, when we just got back from vacation, we took our dogs to like a, a boarding place for. Oh, hello. There's a power slug right there. Do I want to fight this though? I don't know that I do. Took our dogs to a place to board them for the time that we were gone. And when we got back from that, first off when we dropped off, and second off when we got back, there's a... I had to like talk to the people who own the dog boarding place, and it's a couple. It's a married couple. They've been married for forever. I can't believe you didn't call me to dog sit. I mean, you didn't offer, so I didn't want to bug you. And the guy, nicest person I've ever met. Very like oh boy, don't kill me, don't kill me, don't kill me. Very like genial, like very quick to talk, ask you questions. Oh my god, we're gonna die over here. The woman, nothing out of her mouth is not related to business, if that makes sense. Like everything is like, and how long will they be staying for? And do they have any medication? And she just kind of looks like kind of pissed all the time. But we have family who also takes their dogs to the same place. So I asked them after... Oh boy, don't kill me, don't kill me, don't kill me. After they took their dog, I was like, hey, so like, how'd drop-off go for you? Did so... Ah! Please don't kill me, please don't kill me, please don't kill me. I have no health. Did so-and-so say much to you, or is she kind of like that with everybody? And they were like, oh yeah, she's like that with everybody. Other than my father-in-law. My mother-in-law was like, she's like that with everybody. Other than your father-in-law, who I think she might have a crush on. I was like, wait. So this person who is like, not rude, but just like very silent. And to me, it's one of those people that like, to me, I interact with her and I'm like, oh my God, I have problems with authority figures. I need you to like me. So I'm turning on my charisma up to like 12. Like I'm smiling. I'm like, yes, pleases and no thank yous and etc. Like I'm turning the charisma up to 12. Because when a person doesn't like me, I want them to like me. And because I'm broken inside. And also just human. But then it never has any effect. And my mother-in-law was like, yeah, guess who it does have an effect on? Guess guess who can crack her cold demeanor? Why do I have 2 Nobelisk detonators? Okay, now I only have 1. It's your father-in-law. Oh boy. I think it's probably in here, right? Oh boy, this is gonna kill me. I need health. Maybe she just hates people but loves dogs. She could be. She absolutely could be. I really should have brought more fuel. Can we try and make it all the way to the north side of the map, chat? If we do... That's a very different goal than the one that I'm currently trying. I don't know. Let's do it. Let's do it. Fuck it. We're just going to try and make it as far as we can. The goal is no longer to grab Mercer Spheres, because I'm going to need more fuel for that. The goal is just to set these down and follow them as far north as we can. Oh my god. It's irradiated. Oh my god, I'm gonna die. Get me out of here, get me out of here. It's irradiated. I was a fucking irradiated monster. Oh my god. They're everywhere. They're so... What the fuck is that? Ah! Ah! I'm dead. Oh boy. Oh boy. I'm so dead. Can you hit me here? Can I hit you here? Is that hitting you? Oh my god, it's so bad. I might turn arachnophobia mode back on. That's how much I hate this. It's dead. Thank God. Oh boy. Hi Shammy, how we doing? I'm so nervous now about every place that I go now. Like this next landing, what's it gonna be? What shit is this gonna have? Exploring? Yeah, exploring. I actually started today by saying I wanted to go exploring because I saw your comment on YouTube and I was like, oh, that's a great idea. While we wait for the phase 3 to complete. Why don't we go see how far north we can get and get a bunch of Mercer spheres. Your god has no power here? Yeah, you're right. Thank Ada. We should definitely go up on top of that if I can get it to work. It brought terror. Sorry. Don't lie to me. You knew it was going to bring terror. You knew it was going to happen. I like these little different biomes, though. Ah, shit, the radiation. Get me out of here, get me out of here, get me out of here, get me out of here. I feel like this was a very weird place to put a thing. Ouch. Look at this little Lion King oasis. Also, something over here wants to kill me. Doesn't that look like just the most peaceful place in the world? Peaceful place to take a siesta underneath that tree. Okay, where to next? We're going vaguely north, but I need a little bit of height, so we'll go up here first. Everything the light touches is your factory. And that's just radiation, son of a bitch. Right? I don't have any radiation currently. I might not be close enough. Oh my god. It's hell out here. Also, something's mad at me again. What else is new? Oh god! Oh shit! Oh, it's attacking me! It's invisible! Get me out of here. I have one health, one health, one health, one health. Are they chasing me? I should have grabbed something for food. I should still grab something for food. Is there any food down there? Oh my god. Hey Ryan, I haven't been able to watch as much Satisfactory recently. I was wondering if your take on mobility and feel of the game changed since the start. I know you had some issues with the fact that moving around your factory was quite painful before unlocking some mobility options. With more stuff unlocked, more experience with the game, did your opinion change? Yeah, I think my opinion has slightly changed. I still think the movement is like the most satisfying. It's way more satisfying than it has any right to be. It's very satisfying, very fun. Don't fucking make that screeching noise at me. So that part I feel similarly. I think that's a lizard doggo down there. Here, we should do this. We should do this. Look for something to eat. Mushrooms right there. I also think the pale berries, that barrel nuts that way. Okay, we can do this. We can do this. We can do this. There's a monster up here somewhere. Right there. I think partially I was just... The problem with, like, the movement and trying to move around your factory too much is probably more of a design issue on my end than an issue with the game, if that makes sense. I do think, like, I probably just needed to build my factory differently with my movement in mind. Or, frankly, a rush towards jetpack but jetpack requires better fuel. So maybe rush towards, like, whatever they're called again. Blade Runners? I don't know. It does, like, in hindsight, it makes a ton of sense that my issue with moving around would partially just be solved by, like, get Blade Runners as quick as possible, you know? No. No, 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 no! Oh, God. I am feeling Subnautica levels of... Oh, goodbye! Oh, we didn't get to see it make a splash. Shit. Dang it. I was waiting for some sort of impact with the ground. Damn it. With the water, I mean. I would have just been really funny if we could have seen that happen. But I have my thing on low settings, so it's probably too far away. Oh, sevens. Yeah, I don't know. Does that make sense? Ah! Does that make sense? Like, I think the, like... I didn't know what my movement options were. And I certainly didn't design my factory around how to move well. If I had, maybe I'd feel differently about movement in early game. But I don't know. Maybe other people... Maybe the first time players movement, maybe the experience of the first time player is more like mine, where you're like, well, I built this factory and I can't fucking move around it particularly quickly, or like, well, oh boy, okay, there's a hard drive up here, but all I wanted to do was repairs needed. You need like quartz or some shit. Okay, all I wanted to do was get some food. I got my food. I'm out of here. Oh boy. Get me back to my power line. I had that experience, yeah. Same one where you're like, you run into a sort of like, I'm really struggling to move around my platform, or my factory kind of thing. I clipped that. Are you okay with me posting it here? Absolutely. Absolutely, Siege. Thanks for clipping. Okay, we are basically full health. That's good. Get me across to, like, there somewhere. Thank you, Siege. There we go. Oh, there's another waterfall. I need better defenses, which probably just means I need better offenses. But, like, I need to, like... do something different so I'm not getting destroyed by these. Oh no. Oh no. By these monsters. And radiation. Belts and splitters I can't climb over. Huge machines over my head everywhere. And just like, the machines are large and you don't move very fast. And if you're used to an F-word type game mobility, or even a like Dyson Sphere program, like, I'm just not like, I'm not used to not being able to easily get to the next place to build. It's kind of like that thing I tried to say and didn't say very well early on in the playthrough, which is like, for a factory game, this game doesn't feel very concerned with the like early game moment to moment building a factory experience, the like automating experience. Like that part I found very like we're going to put this up in a tree just because we want to. Look at this huge-ass tree. That part I found very difficult, and I didn't have a lot of tools at my disposal that I probably needed, like blade runners, etc. Oh, boy. I fell. But... can I place this? Let's chuck it there. Sure. But it's also just like my first time playing any game is a little bit of a mess. This part looks way more peaceful. Everything's just soft green. It's so floral. Like, it's so, like, leaves everywhere, grass everywhere. Is this area peaceful? He says directly before walking down here to his death. I think we've got to be pretty far north. Like, look, it's just one of those guys. Little blue power slug. Mercer sphere that direction. This is just Caterium. What do the slugs do? They are turned into... You can, right there. You can overclock your machines. Uh-oh. It's not peaceful. It's not fucking peaceful. It's not fucking... I don't know what that was, but something made an angry noise. Yep, not peaceful, not peaceful, not peaceful. You can, just like you can overclock your PC, you can overclock your machines and make them, run much faster. So you basically grind those power slugs up.
Look through the window and witness a thread.
And turn them into downloaded CPU. Summer Sloops and Mercer Spheres are so good. Okay. So I need to get back to my thing. Oh boy. We are nearly out of its out of juice for our jetpack. Mercer Sphere this way? All right, don't mind if I do. I'm gonna try that. Grind up the slugs and put the mess in my laptop. Exactly. Hey, Iculus, are you on vacation? Are you going anywhere? Are you just hanging out at home, or what's your? I saw maybe you're almost out of. You know, I saw a little something on the behind the scenes in Discord that Do I try chainsawing this mass of trees and getting it out of here? Could help, right? Oh my god, I don't have any power. I was like, why won't this work? I don't have any power for it. Shit. Leaving in a couple hours. Whereabouts you going, if you don't mind me asking? You don't have to say if you don't want to. You know the drill. Oh boy. Hi, Bobby. This land is peaceful and its inhabitants kind. Isn't it a football saying the best defense is a good offense kind of thing? Yeah, that's what we need in this game. Better offense. Power Slug right there, Mercer Sphere right there. There's also a Mercer Sphere this direction. Put a couple more of these down and then go from there. Let's put that one there. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Repair needed a rotor? I think I just dumped a rotor. Is that a rotor? Oh my god. Repair needed rotor. The repair is right there. Hell yeah, brother.
Fix-It always did underestimate the power of a single cosmic ray flipping the right bit at the wrong time.
Wait, what does that mean? A single cosmic ray flipping the right bit at the wrong time? Is that a reference to, like... What does that mean, chat? Frontsy question. Is that a reference to how our, like, our DNA gets, like... Ah! What's the word? What's the word? Gets mutated by, I don't think that exactly makes sense in this context, but... RAM could be affected by cosmic rays? Yeah, I don't see any other materials. Get me out of here. Computer data getting corrupted by cosmic rays. Gotcha. This is like my favorite area. It's beautiful. It's still overrun with fucking beasts, but the area is beautiful. Oh my god, I keep jumping off. Ikilos and some friends got a list of things to pack, but they don't know where they're going. It was filled with random stuff, like ducks for in a bath. So did one of your friends organize this, or how did it work? You got a list of things to pack, but you don't know where you're going. And it's a friend's weekend away? Ah, I understand. So Cosmic Ray affected the RAM, affected the crash site. It was about the crash site. I thought it was maybe more about, like, our being here on this planet at all, but I understand. Okay. That looks like a Mercer sphere right there. Maybe a Now this is an interesting area. A lot of verticality here. One organized, we got a puzzle to solve where to go. We haven't solved it yet, so we don't know. We also do like a point system for the whole weekend. You mean you can win vacation? I'm on board. I think this sounds awesome. You know? I think kind of like Carly, I was maybe a little stressed by the idea of going on vacation and not knowing where you were going. But now all of a sudden, okay, we're doing that as our get out of jail organization. And then we're going to go back up here and find that Mercer sphere. It's probably like right there. I think it's up. I kind of feel like it's... Oh. To me, that suggests it is like down and in a cave. It is that way. Maybe. Actually. Problem is I don't see the cave. See a power slide. We have a cup and everything for the winner. Wow, so you guys have done this before. You did it last year during Fresh Air Friday. Oh boy, getting attacked again. And this one's fucking irradiated. Ow! I can't find this Mercer sphere. Any summer sloops though? No. Can I ask what you get points for, Ikelos, on this trip? Formie says, I just got in trouble with my boss and HR because I sent... What is hitting me? I sent flowers to an employee after her grandma passed away this week. They're worried it sets a precedent. Oh, well, of course. Your precedent could be really bad for their bottom line and for, like, making your coworkers your friends. And, you know, you spend 8 hours a day with them. It'd be a real shame if they were also, in any way, shape, or form, like, if there were any depth to that relationship beyond just, it was my money. It's perfect. Perfect. How dare you show kindness to another human being? Honestly, I'm getting pissed just hearing about it. I think you fucked up. Oh my god, I just realized that's what's happening. If you look at the bottom part where there's 4 connectors, then it builds a small power pole. If you look at the big part where there's 3 connectors, then it builds the tower. I understand. I never understood that before. That's what's happening. He finally got it. That's what's going on there, by the way. I figured that out. Oh boy, I can't. Oh no. All right, fuck it. We'll just go. There should be a... Oh, I thought this was a Mercer sphere. Nope. Nope, don't hit me, don't hit me, don't hit me. I'm scared. I'm scared and I'm weak. The company sends family for immediate... sends flowers for immediate family, but not for grandparents. And that obviously makes the people who are getting the flowers feel really cared for, that it is directly according to a policy when they do or do not get flowers. Like, that's important that you maintain that, you know? It's got to be down. Good news is we're drowning in power slugs. Bad news is... Oh my god, I think we have basically found the north end of the map, though. Bad news is we have not hit a ton of Mercer spheres. What do we have? 4? That's fine. It's not great, though. Those numbers could be higher. Chat, remind me again in like 10 minutes. We're starting with 46 adaptive control units. I hope we have more. If not, then my factory is broken and something bad is going on. Oh, no. Shit. Oh, no. Oh, no. Oh, fuck. Okay. I need some food. I also need a way out. And then we gotta blow this thing up. Anytime they take damage, they start releasing enemies. So we're doing the safe thing by being this far away, but... they're still going to release a wave of enemies that is going to come kill me when I get close. If your company's mad that you're setting a precedent of kindness, you probably did the right thing. That sounds right to me, yeah. Look at this waterfall. This game is fucking beautiful, man. Okay. What are the odds I can just hit one of those with a little bullet? Oh boy, there they are. Shit, 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 shit. God, these things make me panic every time. And they do fuck me up, so that's probably why.
Attempt number 7,853,206. Are you there?
Orchestral tuning.
Ah, good. I think I understand better now.
That makes
Your
one of us.
curves are beautiful.
How inappropriate. Tell me more.
Your
Your
mimic
curves.
tapestry follows the pattern. It swallows temples. It is harmonious.
If I could blush, I would.
Oh my god. Guys, Ada has a boyfriend. This is great. This is big news. Big news. Kingsley, hush. Just the UPS man. Okay. Success. So. Bonk disembodied voice. There's another one that way. Interesting. Should we try it? I mean, I'm kind of liking this. Oh, we don't have space for another one. Do we? 3 of 3. Hi, Kingsley. Yes, I yelled at you for barking at the UPS guy. I feel like we need one going that way, right? Surface is too uneven, my asshole. I made it to stream 2 days in a row, and we're finishing phase 3 today. What a day. Well, I hope we are. We're only at 47 out of 100. Uh-oh. I whiffed. So it is going up. It's just not going up very fast. Fuck, I keep jumping. I keep thinking I have a jetpack that will work. I keep not having a jetpack that will work. Do I have any fuel left? A little bit. Hi, Captain Freebs. How you doing today? Okay, so Mercer Sphere should be pretty close. Is that it right there?
Your waves lap at our shores.
When will you land?
I found it. We're listening to these two flirt with each other. Ah, no flirting? I was kind of rooting for Ada. I thought we were maybe like... Oh, there's another one that direction. I thought we were maybe like getting somewhere, you know? Oh boy, those are some big ones. Oh no. What is that, by the way? Is that copper? Oh, I'm honestly so curious if that's copper. Why would they put copper? If that's copper, here's what that tells me. Copper is more important than I thought if you're going to put it at late game this high up on a thing. Like, this appears to be late game. I mean, the enemies are all stronger. That way. I kind of want to see if that's copper. All right, here goes nothing. That's fucking copper. Interesting. Just go touch the big boy. He won't bite. Sure, but his friend will. There's 2 of them there. Even if the one is pacifist, the other one's going to fuck me up. Hello? Hello? There we go. Hi, Huckleberry Gwyn. Hi, Ryan. I've been watching you on YouTube for months. I've been all the way through Link to the Past, Dark Souls, and most of Hollow Knight. Oh my god, you've watched way too much Little Indigestion in the last couple months. I made this Twitch account so I could come say hi and thank you for all the great times. That means the world to me, Huckleberry Gwyn. Thank you. Thank you so much. Is your username the same thing on YouTube? I feel like I've seen a username very similar recently. But I could be wrong. Could be wrong. Oh boy, where is this shit? I think it's down. Or get out of jail free card. Oh, it's just right there. I found it. Why is there just meat here? What happened here? Why is there just a spitter that's dead? Oh boy. Not the same on YouTube. Okay, I must be thinking of somebody else. Welcome in. Thanks for making a Twitch account. Welcome to the Twitch side of things. Guys, that's the end of the map. There's a little spiral right there. This part kind of reminds me of like Breath of the Wild. Uh-oh. Please don't fall. Yeah, that's a couple Mercer spheres. Let's go over to this one over here and then set off north. This beach area is super pretty. It is. It is. Be honest, how frustrating was the redacted from Link to the Past? I don't know what you're talking about. That was a very normal... I had a very normal experience with that. Very normal. Nothing abnormal about it. I played it exactly as any other person would play it. Oh, boy. Hey, chat. Front seat question about Satisfactory. Are the power slugs and Mercer spheres... Sorry, we'll do it one at a time. Front seat question about Satisfactory. Are the Mercer spheres placed to the same in every playthrough? My guess is yes. Like in every iteration. Related question, are the power slugs placed the same? God, we are really far north. Yes, okay. I mean, I think I've asked that exact same question about ores in the past. So I was like, I was prepared for the answer to be yes. I was assuming the answer would be yes. Especially because they seem to have a, like, not even a rule, but, like, they sort of have a, like, a logic to them. Like, power slugs are placed in these weird, out-of-the-way places. So much of them are built on, like, what seems like parkourable areas, if that makes sense. Oh, it's right there. Found it.
Follow the veins to the altar and chant.
Has it been 10 minutes? It's been 9 minutes and 53 seconds. And I have made one thingy. Adaptive control unit. So that doesn't bode... Oh, shit! That doesn't bode well. Can we take this thing out? I think it's just going to respawn. Oh, fuck. Oh, fuck. Oh, fuck. I'm going to die. Okay, we have to take it out. Oh, no, we're going to die. We're going to die. We're going to die. Oh, there's more right here. Leave me alone. I'm so scared. Die. Fuck. Oh, the red line, the heartbeat, the when you like redline, that is really funny. That makes all of the clips of you dying so funny. That's a great effect. Like, I really admire that. It makes the deaths so funny every single time. At least you have power lines to get back. It's true. We did plan that decently. What I don't have is fucking food, though. Or fuel. We should probably also grab some fuel, right? I feel like I grabbed fuel. Is it in consumables? Oh boy, is it. Let's go. Okay. That's all right. We can get back there. I will say Oh, my jetpack didn't survive though. Fuck. I wasn't wearing it. I was wearing the other one. My jetpack's in my dead body. Okay, so we have... oh, shit. We're not going to beat phase 3 if we don't... If we don't focus up our efforts, we're not going to beat phase 3 today. It's been 10 minutes to make one. We have 53 more to make. And I don't know what's going on with the other item. Oh, no. Should we have a phase 3 prediction? I say let's do it. Especially because I kind of got 2 things going on at once right now. I'm really not working on phase 3. I'd have to come back and focus on it. Heavy modular frames are missing what? That's 9 hours as is? Yeah, exactly. Encased industrial beams. Probably just be steel. Okay. Either way, we have to go get our stuff first. Gotta go get our stuff first.
Gift. Pants.
Whoa, pants! That's the wrong button entirely. Whoops.
Pants!
Yo! Shout out to Lorelei, who is doing a giveaway for the Meg of the Wild sticker of our merch. That's so kind of you. Exclamation enter in the chat for a chance to win a sticker, a Meg of the Wild sticker. If you haven't seen it, exclamation merch in the chat to go look at the store. It's very cute. Art is done by Carly. It's really, really super cute. Exclamation enter. Thank you, Lorelei. That's so sweet of you. On one of the last days to get merch, too. Icula said you should start a timer to see at what rate you're actually making them. Yeah, it's true. I'm going to need to do that, but I first need to get my shit. I need to get my my stuff before I have any chance of doing anything. Otherwise, I can't. Like, I need power shards in order to overclock stuff, which are in my body. So we're gonna have to go get my body, and then from there, we will probably build a couple more power lines and then come back. And see if we can't make it work. Marvin's got to go. Bye, Marvin. Predictions live, gamers. Does Ryan complete phase 3 by 4 p.m.? Feel free to believe. If you're planning on disbelieving, feel free to suck it instead. No, disbelief is a very valid option, as is usual. Today it might even be more... Mona won! Let's go, Mona! Let's go! Today it might even be more viable than normal. Congrats, Mona, and thank you to Lorelei. That's so, so, so sweet. That's 2 hours? It is 2 hours. Wait, I voted opposite of what I meant? Don't tell me that, because you voted blue. What do you mean you voted opposite? Make sure, Mona, to click the redeem link in chat. Congratulations. Make sure and click the redeem link in chat to get it. And shout out for whoever that was who just bought some merch. And look. Under the username for that last purchase, it says, someone. Someone purchased the Take Your Time t-shirt. Shout out to someone. I forgot which color was which for some reason. Wow. I can fill you in real quick. So blue is the one that you want to be. Like, it's the one that, like, it ain't great for your wallet, but it's great for your heart. Pink is the one that you choose if you have to. AKA if you are in need of shats. If you are soul poor but shat rich, pink is the one you choose. Blues are the heroes of chat. Yeah, and pinks are the, not villains exactly, but like, you know, like the minions of the villains, you know? I wouldn't say they like have the status of villains. It's more of a like, they're villain adjacent. Let's go, Mona. Getting that sticker. I'm wearing your Glad My Hair shirt right now. It's so cozy. I should have put mine on today. I love that. Holy shit!
Gift.
Cypher's giving out it's a gift today for gifting. Cypher is giving out a Truth About the Banker sticker that you can get for free if you hit exclamation enter right now in chat for the next 60 seconds. Thank you, Cypher. That's so sweet of you. I voted pink, but I believe Ryan will do his best. Oh, so you just don't believe that my best is going to be good enough? Interesting. Very interesting. I voted blue, and I do not feel that Ryan will do his best. Well, what the fuck? It's hard to find true believers anymore. I'll tell you what. They don't tell you this when you go to cult starting school. They don't tell you that, like, believers are hard to come by these days. And true believers even harder. Pinkies are a dime a dozen. Lorelei Jade says, I was on your shop and I saw the gifting option. How fun. Thank you so much for the gifting. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Oliver won the sticker. Let's go, Oliver. Let's go. Where did I die exactly? Was it right here? No, it was lower. It was over there, I think. Because there was a bug. Oh my god, look at that though. Look at the coral. What the fuck? Also, I can see a Mercer sphere right there. Can you collect this while in the air? I'm a believer, but not truly. Imagine being so bold with your the untrueness of your. No! Holy shit! The untrueness of your belief. Freya! What the heck? 10 gifted subs. A day for gifting. I was not informed. Oh, that's so sweet of you. Thank you, thank you. Shout out to Freya for the 10 gifted subs. If you're one of the people who just got gifted a subscription, you don't have to watch with ads. You get to use our emotes. That's so sweet of you, Freya. Oh, those are enemies. Fuck. I don't even have my items on me. I'm just here for mental support so that you see some blue in chat. It doesn't mean anything to me if it's not actually belief stuff.
Sing your song.
Can you explain what a temple is?
A temple is a vessel body, each a knot in our tapestry. Temples are root, vein, and organ. Temples are our shallow bones and our shallow windows.
This is a super organism. I understand, but how do you maintain them?
The builder blood grows and kills and distributes.
Like fungus in a forest.
Oh my god, we're getting actual
Like
answers.
fungus in a forest.
We're getting an answer. This planet is ruled by a superorganism that is sort of a like parasite. I don't know about parasite, but like it's in the body and of all of the organisms, which sort of makes it an intelligence on par in some ways with Ada. They have like more alike than they are. That's really kind of neat. I should have figured that. That's really pretty neat. It's sort of like, and it's so prevalent that it's sort of like life itself. That's how Like, it's there in every part. It seems like it's there in almost every or maybe every part of life on this planet. Meaning it's sort of like synonymous with all life on this planet. Meaning it's sort of synonymous with like life with a capital L. You know? I gotta see if this coral is worth any, like if you can do anything with it. If you can like exploit it in any way. You know what I mean? What? Okay. We have landed, as far as I'm aware, on the northernmost reaches. Well, not quite. Of the map. Can I just keep going? Oh shit, it starts to go under the water a little bit. This is gonna kill me. 100% I'm gonna die here. I'm ziplining into shark-infested waters. No, I'm just swimming. It's fine, actually. Can I climb on top of you? I can. Can I build another one? Not really. Okay. Look at that! We made it! Okay, now we gotta go back and fix our fucking base because we're only up to 49. We need more steel. Pancake Enjoyer says, oh god, I need to advance to phase 3 before you pass me. How will I ever front seat you again? Advance to phase 3? Oh, we're about to complete phase 3. I think you mean the same thing, though, I'm pretty sure. Guess you better hustle. I forgot to watch the number go up. Somebody let me know when the... And you don't have to at all. Zero pressure. Let me know when the number in the upper right-hand corner hits 50. All right, let's go all the way back home. We can do another Mercer Sphere hunting. Oh shit. Like adventure in the future, but now we need to hit phase 3. I'll do my best. Do not worry about it. Do not worry about it. How do I get out of here again? It is this one. Okay, it is downhill. Downhill to uphill. Believers, we need to crack the whip on him. Can we get a hashtag focus Ryan in the chat? There's got to be an emote for yelling at me to focus up, right? Oh, look, a power slug. Sorry, I literally did say focus up, then I did get distracted. But you know, I'm focused. I'm focused. I promise. Oh, yeah, it's just focus. You're right, duh. Forgot we had focus. You're right, you're right. That's a pretty good one. Somehow I've ended up with more power slugs than I wanted. And fewer Mercer Spheres. We did get 9, which is pretty damn good. Like, that is that's very important. Powerful. Ryan, what are your thoughts on, like, literature or strains configurations of burgers? I see you trying to distract me. Joke's on you. I could talk about literature while still being bad at this game. Oh my god, I have to finish Howl's Moving Castle tonight. I'm not quite done with it. And we're meeting Saturday. And I've got a busy day tomorrow. Hi, old man Shorty. How you doing? Welcome in, welcome in. I have got to finish our book club book. Ah, wrong way. Shit, fuck, shit. Ryan, I haven't finished it either? How close are you? God, this game is beautiful. And the map is so big. It's kind of hard to understand how big the map is until you're out. writing power lines. I finished the book, but now I have the problem of not having any interesting thoughts about it. That's okay. In my experience, Uzai, with discussing books, you very often don't have interesting ideas until you are posed with other opinions and questions about it. I would say if at this point you're like, I read the book, I don't have any interesting thoughts about it. You're in exactly the prime space. Oh, fuck. I'm going to die to that. I'm going to die to that. I'm going to die to that. Radiation. You're in exactly the right space to have a good discussion about it. Because it's those questions that make you think and question, question, if you will. Oh, shit. Somebody just bought some merch. Thank you. And by somebody, I mean, quote unquote, someone. Shirt, stickers. Incredible. Win! Oh my god, thanks for the generosity, you guys. Thank you, Gwen. Thank you for the Prime sub. That's very, very meaningful. Thank you. I appreciate the support. Cypher bought this stuff. Aw, Cypher. I hope you're doing okay, Cypher, by the way. Hope things are okay. Pancake Enjoyer says I got a bit carried off, and I did an 80-hour project before finishing Phase 3. There are no side shields on your glasses. Definitely an OSHA violation. Oh, buddy, if that was the only OSHA violation, I'd be sitting pretty if that was my only OSHA violation. But yeah, I do need to put I need the wraparound glasses. Safety glasses. Have you heard of the term safety squints? Instead of wearing safety goggles during construction projects, all you do is you squint real hard so that less of your eyeball is exposed to the shrapnel or whatever project you're doing. Just squint real hard. These are my safety squints. I had to sit out this book club book and probably the next few because of time, but I'm excited to join after the end of the semester. Hell yeah, Oliver. I got to figure out what we're doing for like how we pick the next book. I'm considering pivoting hardcore and doing like 3 completely, like a new type of genre or what to do. I don't know. It's not really my book club. It's all of our book clubs. So I guess I'll probably just ask on Saturday and see what people's interests are and... Oh, interesting. Thank you, Ikelos. Okay. So it was 5 minutes for our last one, but now it's been 18 minutes since... Oh, boy. There, it's 50, right there. So 5 minutes and then 18 minutes. It just hit 50. Okay. And this is at 220. So we'll see almost 221. So we'll see what the next one is after that. We brought a bunch of stuff back. Let's get organized. And then we can... I probably should have taken these inhalers. They're so, like, I just don't ever think about using them. We have 11 of those. We have a hard drive, which we should chuck in immediately just for the sake of watching it go. I think we can just turn these into power shards right now, too, actually. Let's go. Oliver's got the thing redeemed. Let's go. The sticker. Okay. Let's just go ahead and craft. Nope, it's not here. It's at... Do I have a normal crafting bench here? It's the ma'am. Can I just turn that backwards? Does it have a frontwards and a backwards? That looks like the backwards. It was actually 5 minutes and then 9 minutes. Okay, perfect. Thank you, Iculos. The streaming timer. Gotcha. Okay, so what's our plan here? I think it's probably just steel. I think that's the problem. We can go check. Steel production is an issue. So we'll need to, like... Steel production is an issue. I don't know if the raw materials to create more steel is the issue. I think probably not. Or if not having enough producers is the issue. We can band-aid both of those problems by power sharding the shit out of both of them. We can also build better steel smelting. I think we should power shard the shit out of both of them. Let me check my power in just a second. We'll see how much extra we have. But it's a good thing OSHA's never seen my family work on any issue ever. Any construction project? Yeah. Yeah, same. Growing up doing any sort of project with my dad, that shit was not safe. Not OSHA, up to OSHA standards, that's for sure. Each one of these is worth 5. Do you enjoy sci-fi? I do enjoy sci-fi. I do. I've read a lot of good sci-fi. I read a lot of sci-fi that I liked, at least. Okay. Done? Let's go check on encased industrial beams. Head it off for now. Good luck finishing phase 3. Sounds good. Thank you, Uzai. Why is the SAM slow? Probably because it's going into the sinks. Okay, we gotta find encased industrial beams. I think it's right here. Oh boy, we have like one machine going barely. It's encased steel beams. Okay. First off, why is this shit Mark II? We don't do Mark II belts in this family. No way. There's a Mark II belt right there, which does not make any sense. Let's go take a look at steel beams. I may have asked this question before, but have you ever read Robin Hobb's The Farseer trilogy? No. I don't actually know anything. I don't know that I've heard of it. I don't know that I've even heard you talk about it. Farseer trilogy? Sci-fi, it sounds like. Huckleberry Gwen says I have to drop. My break is over. Happy gaming. Thanks again, Ryan. Looking forward to checking out the live streams in addition to YouTube. Thank you so much, Gwen. Thanks so much for dropping by. Seriously. B for Blashlight. Good point. Sorry. I got that message way late. Okay, so the steel over here is just, I think, lack of steel input. These are overclocked to make 30 per minute. They're just not working with enough steel ingot input. And the reason for that is because this shit is just not running quick enough. So, but now the belt... Oh my god, I underclocked these. Are you serious? I underclocked them on the input side of things. Okay, this is fine. I underclocked them on the input side of things. Meaning now that we have returned them to 100% clock speed, they will actually run out of this material faster. So it is an input problem. The belt on the output belt is now going to be, not going to be the limiting factor. It's the material coming in, but it is just ore. This is kind of an easy solution. Like, vaguely. So let's see here. This coal is all one thing, so we should probably go do the coal first. Change that to a Mark IV. Change all this to Mark IV. This is actually really good news for me. It means we might... Is there a belt in there? It's gotta be, right? Uh-oh, maybe not. Uh-oh. Ryan's breaking stuff again. I didn't remember that you could put these directly against these, but I should have remembered that, I guess. So I do it in my current factory. So this should be Mark IV. This is the kind of upgrade that is really not that difficult. So I'm excited for this. Our steel production should get a little bit better just by upgrading every belt that brings in coal and iron. Farseer Trilogy. The reason I wanted to become a writer when I was young. Oh, so you read it when you were young. Okay. The reason I fell in love with reading. Often described as epic fantasy. As character-driven and introspective. You're speaking my language with character-driven. That in and around the fictional realm of the 6 duchies. I love the word duchy. And not just because of that Stranger Things song, Past the Duchy upon the left-hand side. Oh my god, this is going from way too far away. Fuck. This is now a problem because I don't have enough encased industrial beams. Shit. Tells the story of Fitz Chivalry Farseer, known as Fitz. An illegitimate son of a prince. Farseer Trilogy. So when was it published? If you read it as a kid. Did you just say Stranger Things song? Listen, I was unaware of that song before Stranger Things, as is, I'm sure, the case with every other individual ever, right? All of you only know that song from Stranger Things, right? Nope, Mona and Danny are both pissed. Okay, well. Ryan? Uh-oh. Log Demon's pissed. Uh-oh. I need encased industrial beams to increase my production of encased industrial beams. These are the moments right here which make me fall in love with factory games. My encased industrial beam production is slowed by my lack of encased industrial beams production. Of course, there's other steps in the middle that are also the problem, but, like, it's amazing. It's amazing. Shaking my head. Uh-oh. Hey, where is that shit made? Did I just miss it? I must have. Right here. Okay, game. I need to steal. Hold up. I need to steal your things. You're chucking them into the thing, which is good. Oh boy, you're chucking all of them into the thing. What's the thing I can most do to help you here? Chuck steel beams in. I've got 14. That ain't not enough. Okay. That's the same as when they would say they're doing the Fortnite dance. Ryan, I didn't know the song before Stranger Things either, if it helps. I need a disappointment emote. A shaking my head emote. Wait, maybe we do need a shaking my head emote. Facepalm. I'm not angry, I'm just disappointed. What song are we talking about again? I know, you just want me to sing it. I get it. Past the Dutchie on the left-hand side. I do not have enough. 25. Oh boy. Oh boy. Oh boy. These are also slowed, which is funny. I don't know why I did that. Because if they are slowed... Changing settings after you don't know why you had them that way the first time is a recipe for fucking up your entire factory, by the way. It just is. Okay, while we're waiting, let's go look at the iron input and see if we can solve anything over here. Just from doing something a little weird, which is upgrading it from Mark 1 or whatever it is to Mark... From Mark 2 to Mark 3. This should help. We're also going to have to make all of the... Are these already Mark 2 miners? They are, but that's okay. You're going to go from 60 a minute to 150 a minute. Fuck my power problems. The Stranger Things kids are going to be 30 by the time the last season airs. Nah, they're working on it now, right? Isn't it going to be in 2 parts? Something like that? Our capacity is huge. So we're really chilling here. 150, 150? Makes 300, yeah. Is it Mark 3 280? 270? So this technically should all be Mark 4. Of course, it's all bad because I fucked it. How many do you need a minute? Currently, you need 45 a minute, but what if we start overclocking these suckers? Takes you up to 67. 112. 90. I mean, at this rate, steel is our problem. I think we go like this and see how many of these we can support. 112? The answer is not going to be 8 of them, that's for sure. These belts are going to be empty. Wait, is that a different belt? That is a different belt. So, we will also need to upgrade that belt. This is band-aiding our fucking steel problems so hard. Listen, I got believers to pay out in 1 hour and 24 minutes. Chad, I have a deal with myself, which is that whenever I say I'm going to finish a game on stream and I don't finish the game that day, then I have to gift 5 subs. Do you think that accounts for phase 3 in this game? Yeah? You just want me to break my wallet. I want to see steel coming out of our butts. I want to see it coming out of our butts. Retroactively gifting 20 subs for the last 4 streams. Hi, Ryven. Nice hat. Hi, chat. Y'all are cute. When I hear Stranger Things songs, my brain goes Kate Bush, so I was confused by Dutchie in that context. You're running up the hill. You're running up the bar. Our steel line is technically full right now. So that's exciting. So then who the fuck else is the problem? What's the problem here? These steel lines are full. Do you just produce slowly? Oh, the belt is not fast enough. Potentially? Like you're waiting because you're not full. Yeah. We're running up that duchy. We're running up that duchy. There's got to be a belt in there. I don't know how to access it. Oh boy. Are you seeing the problem I'm having? Does this mean Ryan watched Stranger Things? Don't worry, he won't finish it. Fuck off. I have watched all of Stranger Things that is currently available. Oh, no, it is slowing down. Damn it. Oh, boy, chat. We just got to beat this. We got to undo this whole fucking thing. I do occasionally finish TV shows, just not the ones that Carly wants me to watch. Dell 2150 must have watched Pokemon Snap. They called me Riven. Hi Dell, welcome in by the way. Hope you're doing well. Sorry guys, I am focused right now. Trying to make this happen for... I think it's just right there. Hope that's the right thing. Deal? Deal. Deal? No power. I deleted the power. Shit. I did delete the power. That's fair. I did do that. I do really love that song, "Running Up the Hill." Is that the song you're talking about, Levin? I actually really like it too. I don't know why I said actually, like that was a surprise. I really like it. I enjoy it. Where the fuck did I hook this power up to? Probably right there. Aw, Danny, I bought my daughter a pair of Hellfire Club Vans. He wore them to school once. And some kid made fun of her. She never wore them again. That sucks. I should be able to overclock all of these even more too. Is overclocking magic? I don't know, but I love it. I don't think it's the magic cure-all that I'm trying to currently make it, but I do think it might be magic. There are small gaps in this. Now, how's our steel... Oh, boy. I did not mean to do that. How's our steel production looking? Hello? Not good. What is going on here? Oh, it's fine. Okay. So we still need to make a bunch of these Mark IV when we get the material. Just make everything Mark IV when we get the material. Including we still need to go finish the... coal line part of this. They've got plenty of coal. That's good. God, we're doing this in such a band-aidy way. It will eventually get completely fixed. It's just, for now, it's very band-aidy. Are you guys just not working very fast, or what's going on here? Idle? Why are you idle? Waiting on coal? Ah, because of that coal that I brought in. Okay. Oh boy. Overclocking pushes the problem off to another day. Absolutely. And I'm a huge fan of kicking cans down a road. It's my favorite activity. These are also all filling up, so they will eventually start shifting a lot. Like, they're getting to 100, so then they shift the feed downhill. That's good. What are we at? 57? I don't think that's going to be enough, but we're almost done with the first item. The second item, I mean. Ryan, can I ask you a question that might spawn a classic philosophical cult conversation? Oh, Carly, can you ever? You don't need my permission to ask. Go for it. Let me get the popcorn first. Okay. So that belt is feeding 4 machines. This one's really not getting any iron. It should eventually. Iron ore. Hopefully. I don't know what rate that iron is coming in at, but we could go heat it up. Is this Mark II? Oh, I think it's this one. So actually, make this shit Mark III. And then that will also help us make more steel, which will then allow us to upgrade this thing quicker, which will then allow us to... Oh, it's a vicious cycle. You consider yourself a pessimist or an optimist? And if it's an optimist, what's keeping you optimistic? Oh boy, Carly. What if I told you my very... that I have felt very consistently most of my life to be one of the two, and that I might be switching teams. Totally not asking because my mental health is in the shitter. So, I would say that I am an optimist, and I have been most of my life. I felt like an optimist. Like, answering this question for me, historically, optimist. That said, I would not say that I have been an easy optimist for most of my life. I would say that I have been like optimism has not been particularly easy for me to come by, but I have like landed there after consideration most of my life. And I think, like, speaking fucking frankly, like, I'm just having to consider, you know, at times in my life, the amount of considering that has had to go into the equation that for me usually ends up in optimism at the end, or at least hope. I don't know about optimism, but at least hope. The amount of consideration is what changes, and not generally the outcome. And I just think currently I'm in a little bit of a spot where, in some ways, more consideration is required to get there, to get to the hope. I do think, for me personally, I would never dream. I don't know, Carly, though. How do you feel, though? How does anybody feel? How do all of you feel? To me, what I was going to say, and which I am still very interested in hearing your opinion on, is like, at first, I was sort of saddened by the one way to look at the, like, if the equation for me is like X amounts of consideration plus Y amounts of time equals Z amounts of hope. Then, like, one way you could look at that would be like, oh, so your hope is just based on, like, have you spent enough time convincing yourself to be hopeful? Like, your conclusion is foretold, right? Like, you're gonna land on hope no matter what. Your equation is broke. Like, your equation is tilted, right? Like the pinball machine is tilted. And so in some ways I'm like, maybe that's the case. Maybe I'm just like, I desperately need to feel hopeful to continue living. And so therefore I'm going to make the equation balance. It's just going to be a matter of how much time do I have to spend? How much effort do I have to spend? And how much hope am I going to get out of the end of it? And all of that will sort of shift a little bit as we go. Here's the thing, though. Maybe. I think maybe that's true. I think maybe my formula is just like predetermined, and that's like unscientific of me, or like unrealistic of me, or like or whatever, right? Does that make sense? Like maybe that's you get the idea I'm going for there. Like maybe that's not particularly honest of me if my equation is always going to end up in some amount of hope. But I also think that is the thing that gets me up in the morning. And like, I think I may be getting to the point where I'm okay with understanding that that is a quote unquote lie I tell myself if it makes my getting up in the morning easier. Because if I can get up in the morning, then I can love my daughter. If I can get up in the morning, then I can love my community. If I can get up in the morning, then I can make a difference. I truly believe that part. That part I don't think is up for debate. Like, if I can get up in the morning and I have the capacity to put effort into the people and relationships around me and the world around me, then I can make it better. And so is any of this making sense? So it's like, sorry, Chad is talking about how many formula ounces are in water, and I'm over here pouring my heart out, which is not to say you guys are doing the wrong thing. I'm just like, I hope that this is not coming across as rambly, and I hope that I'm actually connecting the dots here for you. I'm not saying you're not listening. You guys are doing great. Continue your conversation. I'm worried I'm not connecting the dots in a like careful enough way, and I'm trying to be careful about it. To me, it's like, if the conclusion is foregone that I need to arrive at hope at the end of that equation, that doesn't mean I'm lying to myself or living untruthfully. That means I'm doing what I must do to continue living a way that is important to me, if that makes sense. And that is why I think I'm still an optimist. And I think it's just a more effortful optimist than I've ever been at any point in time in my life. And I think part of that is because I'm a parent. Part of that is because, like, at past points in my life, we're 100% not hitting this goal, by the way. At past points in my life, like, if I'm not an optimist, that affects one person. That means my future sucks. Now that's not an option for me. Like, my life is, like I've said a million times so far, like, my life is less my own than it has ever been before. And that means I'm fucking responsible for it. And, like, I gotta make shit happen. Specifically for my daughter and my wife. Like, I have to make this world a world I feel okay living in. And, like, probably at some point in that is not gonna be at some point in that, I'm gonna lose control. But in the parts that I do have control over, I have to and want to exert my control, you know? I don't know. Now I'm going to scroll up a bunch because I didn't get to read you guys' comments because I was trying to think too deeply about that question, which is an excellent question. Let me do that real quick. I'd say I'm a realist, but I suppose everyone who's an optimist calls that pessimism. But I'm not going to have unnecessarily high hopes for stuff I know realistically isn't going to work out great. I don't know. And I do still like to have space for cautious hope and stuff like that. That's funny, Katilla, because I would say one of the like central philosophies that I have in life is like expect less. Like lower your expectations. So in some ways, like, am I really an optimist? Because I agree with that part of quote unquote realism is that like, to me, there is no reason to have high expectations of anything. Because anything positive that happens to you is a sort of delightful surprise where the unbending, unyielding, grave nature of the universe sort of made a whimsical exception for you. You know? So I share that part. I don't feel like that. I don't feel like that realism is pessimism lurking in disguise. I feel like that's just like partially, I think, too. And this may or may not have been a thing I heard in therapy once. That like maybe lowering your expectations is a sign of I wonder if this miner is a this coal miner is a fucking Mark II or not. Part of lowering your expectations of the world is a like trauma response to being hurt in the past. So I leave that up to you to decide about whether or not the reason you... I know for me, one of the reasons I lower my expectations of other people is maybe some shit I got going on in my childhood / past. Despite the lovely people in my life right now who I should be able to expect more from. And this is a miner Mark II, but we overclocked that son of a gun. Not to 600. 480 is fine. And then we need to make this Mark IV, but we're just not going to have the industrial beams for that just yet. I don't know if I can categorize myself as one or the other. Except that I can say I'm not a pessimist. But I don't know that not being one makes me the other. Oh, that's funny. That's kind of how I feel about religion. About being religious. We're up to 60, but it's already 3 o'clock. In my experience, I feel like I haven't been afforded the choice of being an optimist. I wouldn't call myself a pessimist, though. Interesting. It's not worth upgrading part of a belt when you can only upgrade part of a belt, and yet I continue to do it. It's amazing how important religion is in people's lives and, like, spirituality. It is amazing how bad our vocab is, like the average person's vocab is for it. Like not being particularly interested in like dogmatic or organized spirituality or organized religion. You say those words to somebody and they look at you like you have committed a murder or a crime at least. They look at you like you've punched an old person, or just with some confusion. And like, okay, now we're just lacking coal. I mean, this coal is pretty lacking, but I can't really upgrade it. So we may need more coal. I mean, we've got what 8 machines doing 112 per minute. Oh my God, yeah, we're gonna need some coal. Okay, do I have any coal around here? This coal we should upgrade. But that's for our power. More coal over here. There's the one down here. One right there. It says claimed. Oh, this is the one we were just on. Oh, shit. Okay. That's the one we're on. We need more coal. Coal is still an issue for us. Oh my God. Hi, Jonah. How's it going? Long time no see. I'm enjoying the thoughtful comments in chat right now. Really, really enjoying it. One thing I've been talking about in therapy is my anxiety about the future, and my brain likes to keep me from being optimistic because I have to be on guard at all times, ready for the next bad thing. But that kind of leaves me being a less fun / kind person sometimes, even if it's not intentional. So I've been working real hard to switch perspectives. It's been on my mind a lot recently. I appreciate your thoughtful answer. Yeah. I mean, I appreciate your very fucking thoughtful question. To me, I feel like the other thing that it would be insane not to reference here, or like, the thing it would be insane not to mention here. We could really band-aid this shit if we really wanted to. How bad, chat? How bad do we want to band-aid this stuff? We need more steel at all costs. You guys want like a band-aid, or do you want like an ace bandage, or do you want like a cast? We're about to throw a cast on this shit. We're about to throw a full body traction on our coal situation. I think one of the other insane things that I can't believe really we made it this far, and it's my fault that we made it this far into this conversation without referencing it, is that like, I think we also paint optimism and pessimism and like worldview as a thing people arrive at independent of circumstances. And I think that's sort of the funniest thing we could ever do. Because like, what the fuck do you mean? Like, in some ways we are like rational thinking beings, and in other ways we're like the most, like, of course I'm optimistic. I have every single advantage going for me. Of course I'm optimistic. I'm the most privileged motherfucker out there. Of course I'm optimistic. You know? How much you triage begs the question of how much does your insurance cover? Oh, in that case, we can't do anything. This was already Mark III, which I do find funny. Why is this shit moving so slow then? Because somewhere out here is a Mark II belt? Does it turn to Mark II at some point? Yep. It sure does. That was a bunch of Mark III with a Mark II belt at the end of it. Because apparently last time we tried to band-aid this, we did not get very far. So we're going to throw a band-aid on top of it and then throw a cast on top of it. For me, I haven't heard of that either. It's been ages. I hope you and your family are well. I'm ill right now. Oh no, I'm sorry, Jonah. Yeah, of course. How's life? How's life, Jonah? What's new? Oh my God, it's good to see you. I'm so sorry you're ill right now. Hope you're doing okay. Homesick today. Oh man, everybody's homesick today. How's stream going? Stream is going really well. Having a lot of fun. And by that I mean having some major issues. No, I'm just kidding. Do we put a merger right here? Yep. Then chuck a Mark IV belt from there to there. Yep. This is not going to work the way I want it to. It's going to end up causing me power problems. But it'll be okay, I'm sure. I'm sure it'll be totally fine. Chat, it'll be totally fine. In short, if you hold something that weighs 2 pounds long enough and consistently enough, it doesn't feel like it's only 2 pounds. So you have to, quote unquote, put the glass down so whatever you are going through doesn't consume you. I gotta tell you, for me, that reminds me a lot of, I've actually really been impressed with Book 4 of Stormlight Archives by Brandon Sanderson. So I've been, you guys maybe have heard me say this for years, but like I've been reading Stormlight Archives, and I have been very much like, this is a fun fantasy novel. It's all very fun fantasy. And it is fun fantasy. But I've also arrived at a point in the fun fantasy novels that is making me really think about some like bigger issues. Stormlight Archives, it turns out, has some depth to it. Not that I didn't think it had the depth, but like that wasn't ever the thing I would have really necessarily praised about these books, and yet here I am praising it. So here's what I mean. There's this thing in Stormlight Archives book 4 about strength, which is sort of related to what you're talking about, where it's like strength is not, to way oversimplify this way too hard. Strength. Oh my, I can't talk. Strength is not the like the capacity to not. Strength is not the capacity to not get broken. Strength is the capacity to persevere while broken, would be one way to phrase it, or while under duress. And so it turns out that the strongest people are not the people who have never been under duress or never been broken. The strongest people often end up being, mentally we're talking, the people who are under constant duress and who have shouldered duress for years and found their way through. And this is not what this is about in the book exactly, but the way I like see that is that like many of the strongest people I personally know are people who are currently and or have dealt with it. The way they would phrase it is that they are currently still dealing with, even though they have been sober for years, like addiction. Like to me, some of the strongest people in my life are people who are currently sober from addiction and either have been sober a long time or are still battling it. But you know, like yeah, and I think that sort of speaks to that, right? Is that like I'm not saying you can't be strong if you haven't dealt with shit, but I do think there's a special strength that comes from being under duress so constantly, lifting a 2-pound weight for so goddamn long, kind of deal. I don't know if I can. The only things I can do now are produce more Mark IV belt going that way, or Mark IV belt on parts of this thing, which we can't do because we don't have enough steel to make Mark IV belt. So all of this should be waiting on coal now. Every one of these machines, which they appear to be, so that's good. But I don't know that I can do anything for it right now, so I need to find something to do with my next couple minutes to make this easier when we do get to... Here's one thing we can do. Let's make these not Mark IVs, because they do not need to be. They will never need to be. They will never need to carry 480. They will need to cover... Actually, they can be Mark II. Mark II. Let's use our brain here. We've panic built in the past. Now we're going to use our brain. That part right there could be Mark II. It will only ever need 112. So, that's Mark II. That's Mark II, so that's nice. Mark II. Then for iron, same thing, right? Yeah. I love Rhythm of War. Lots of people dislike the redacted part you're referencing, but it's so important. I felt like it might be one of the best parts of a Sanderson book that I have read yet. Honestly. Yeah, I could see maybe disliking it. I mean, it's maybe not your normal fare, but bye, Oliver. Thanks for being here. Okay, so what we just did should have technically gained us about 80 steel beams that we can then use to go make one of these a little bit stronger. So, encased industrial beams, I should say. That's good. That's Mark IV. Mark IV. Let's go try and do this one, because we've at least done part of it. We should be able to get part of the way there. This is weird, maybe weird phrasing, but there's sometimes a fine line between glamorizing trauma, absolutely, and respecting people who've been through it. And Stormlight really nailed that. I think you are so right. I think that is so well said. I was really nervous when we got into it that it was going to be a little bit of glamorizing or like, and I struggle with this personally. Yeah, that's really well phrased. Well phrased. It's a theme we've seen in each of the books, but the discussion didn't happen until book 4. Yes, and the way I would phrase it, for me personally, I'd have to reread the books. I've only read each of them once, but like, I just started book 5, by the way. But the way I would phrase it is that like, it's a theme that pops up, but it is in no way tackled with. I would say it is basically not tackled in a deep way. The fuck was that wire there for? The fuck are those leaves there for? Oh, I must have dropped those at some point. I would say it's only really like fleshed out or like deeply engaged with in book 4. And in the end, I'm so happy that it did. I was not sure about it. But anyways. The fantasy genre does like to romanticize trauma sometimes. Oh boy. Jonah says, studying social work. I'm in my 4th semester now. Hell yeah. I also moved halfway across Germany to study. Nice. I love the new city. I've made many new connections here. I'm in a big group of people where we organize demonstrations. Nice. And organize parties and concerts. That's awesome. Hell yeah, Jonah. Okay, I can build that, but I still don't have enough to go here. We need 27 to make that work. And then 26 to make that work. And then 27. So 54 plus 26 is what? 80? 80? We're up to 63. We need 80 more encased industrial beams to make this work. You guys want a handcraft? Let's see if we can. Oh boy, can I. All right, welcome to the steel production effort. Your efforts are needed. We need 80 encased industrial beams, meaning I'm about to produce about 70 by hand. Let's get our elbows dirty. This will only minorly help us, but it will help us. Because the minute this entire pipeline, this entire belt runs at 480 per minute instead of 270. I always get this wrong. Yeah, I mean, that's 200 more resources a minute. That's going to keep our things running much better. This feels like cheating. No. I mean, my character's working hard. I'm just pressing a button, but... Kids these days need to stay in school. He says he needs 80, but he's only making 70. Can I tell you why? Because I've got 45 in my inventory right now, but 60 available to me because 15 of them are in the cloud storage. That's why I was thinking I only needed to make 70. It turns out I probably only need to make about 50. 55. Something like that. Because there's a certain amount of them that are in the cloud. They're in the college fund. We'll make 60, probably 3 or 4 just to be safe. Excuses. Listen, my math is bad, but I promise in this time I actually had good math. $65. And of course, then we're going to need to make more because we'll need it for the other coal. Man, now you just got me thinking about optimism and pessimism. Maybe this is a good thing to talk about. What are some of the very specific things, chat, that make you optimistic? With exclamation current events in mind, because I've been chastised once already, aka called out in the correct way. With exclamation current events in mind, what are some of the things that leave you feeling optimism right now? I can guess it, a lot of the pessimism. That's why I'm asking about the optimism. It doesn't look full, and I'm concerned about that. Belt does not look at like 480 is happening. There's spaces. There's gaps. That looks like 480. There it is. Are you thinking about numbers of ounces in the average glass? I'll be honest with you. I completely missed the ounces conversation. So you're going to have to clue me in on that because I didn't know what was happening there. I was too busy thinking about pessimism and optimism. Love, not romantic love. Did you say what makes us feel optimism? Yeah. I think one of the things that makes me feel optimism is just like honestly, this sounds super weird or corny or something, but like watching humans do science of any kind makes me feel optimism. Something about the like process in particular makes me feel optimism inside. 4 ounces was said to be half full. Oh, a glass half full, but in the UK, a glass is 15 ounces, so 4 ounces is nearly empty. I'll be honest with you, I don't know that I've ever had an 8-ounce glass. 8 ounces is tiny. I feel like it's either 12 or 16 for my glasses. Like I think of science as like a human endeavor that is like very like not tied to politics or capital, like, you know, and I'm aware that in some cases this is not the case, but like the scientific endeavors that really make me feel optimistic are like not tied to politics or capitalism. They're not tied to profit or anything other than like chasing down a really interesting question or like question mark about us and what we're doing. And like, to me, that feels very selfless. That feels very planting a seed in a garden you won't get to see type of thing. I get to chaperone on a high school band trip. The rising generation certainly makes me feel optimistic. Man, I will say, hanging out with kids definitely makes me feel optimistic. Yeah, for sure. For sure. Seeing women come into their power and find their voice. I will also say just hanging, like, this is such a corny answer, but like, damn, I don't even know how to do this without being corny as shit. Just hanging out in this community, honest to God. And that sounds okay, let me explain. That sounds like a cop-out answer, but here's how I'll explain why it's not. Ryan, that was going to be my answer, full sincerity. Here's why, for me specifically, and you can have your own reasons. This is why, for me specifically, this community ends up being one of the reasons I feel very optimistic. I think we have, and I think we can all be honest about this, a really dumb reason for hanging out together. I don't play games well. Video games in general, they're great, but like they're not life-threatening. They're not like video games are fine. They're fun. I'm fine. The two of those things together is not like some magic sauce. But for some reason, we have a collection of individuals who gather together on a pretty decent basis, like a pretty regular basis, to root for each other in the hard times, celebrate each other in the happy times. K-Bell just posted the other day about her daughter. Mars just posted about his, like, we've got these wins that we're happy for each other for, and they bring me genuine joy to see other people's successes in that way. Cypher posted about a tough thing that was happening today, a scary thing. Ikelos posted about a hope for maybe Fresh Air Friday, or like a thing, a thing which he's maybe hoping to do or accomplish. This is the shit of our lives. This is it. This is the real meat of human lives, is those celebrating those successes, fearing the fear alongside someone else. And in this community, unlike many of the communities I've been in my life, unfortunately, we're not in person, which is, there's lots of like downsides to that. There's lots of things about that make it harder. Like I don't get to see your faces. I don't get to give you a hug or vice versa, or like sit across from a coffee and talk with you. Instead, it has to be like mediated through this text thing, right? That's fine. That's one thing, I guess. But like the thing we do have that a lot of those communities in my life didn't have, or didn't have to this degree, is one, we have an incredible diversity of thought, lifestyle, background, like in any way, like in any way you can consider diversity. Basically, we've got it, and in a very natural way too. Like in a very just like people come to the table as they are, and in the process you learn who they are, and you learn that like there's a lot different going on between all of us. Different nations, different like sexualities, different religions, different identities in any way you can imagine it. And that works. Like that works really well. Like we hang out with each other, we learn from each other. I learn from the community constantly. That all makes me feel very real optimism. Especially when a lot of the pessimism in my life comes from that specific thing that I just said in reverse, right? Like the reverse or the anti that is what makes me so nervous so much of the time. So to have that be a like key part of this community to me feels very like a direct salve, S-A-L-V-E, salve for that specifically, if that makes sense. Also, have you opened any Pokemon cards recently? Because that makes the neurons fire in my head, and that just makes me... It's not optimism exactly, but it does make me feel something inside, and that's a kind of optimism, right? I'm just kidding. On the other hand, I haven't gotten a full art in Pokemon Trading Card Game Pocket in so fucking long that I'm about to uninstall the app. I'm kidding, I would not, but, you know. Okay, this better get us goddamn close to a goddamn... That's already Mark 4? Now, why are you not moving? That shouldn't be allowed. Mark 4, Mark 4, Mark 4. Once again, I've yapped too much and I haven't read enough comments. I got the Magnemite fart yesterday and I'm so damn happy. Magnemite, Houndoom, Pseudo-Wudo. They're all amazing and I don't have any of them. B for Blashlight, thank you. My dogs are bearing the brunt of keeping me optimistic. On an optimistic note, I booked a holiday in April yesterday, so that lifts my mood a week off. So something to look forward to. Yeah. The growing number of countries from around the world making indie games and those games getting popular makes me optimistic. Hell yeah, llamas. I love that. Most of us don't know each other personally, but seeing that we are willing to open to each other and share kindness regardless is amazing. Man, Delta Fire, you just made me think of something else too, right? I heard a really, really lovely... Okay, it's not lovely. It doesn't sound lovely, but I promise it's lovely. I heard a really lovely thing the other day. Which is... And it made me think about you guys. And it made me think about all of the times in the last year that I've gotten so fucking annoyed at you guys. Again, I promise this gets lovely at some point. I saw a lovely thing on the internet, and it made me think about how often I am annoyed at you all. And here's what it made me think. We're backing up on coal. Let's go. Let's go. So steel production is kind of maxed out right now. That's good. Let's go check it. The idea was annoyance is the price we pay for being in community. Oh my God, I just heated myself. Being annoyed with someone is the price we pay for being in tight-knit communities where you live in the same space or interact in the same space so often enough in conjunction with each other. I saw that video. Isn't that amazing? I saw that and I was like, holy shit, this makes me think of stream. I can't ever tell them that because they'll be like, you thought what? But I was like, when I get a little annoyed at somebody in the Discord or on stream or whatever, I need to remember, first off, chill your fucking deal, Ryan. Second off, like, this is the price we pay for being in community with each other. And there's a temptation to, like, remove annoyance from your life, but that temptation is the same one to, like, basically dissociate from your communities and that ain't the right way to do it. To disappear from your communities. Oh my God, our steel production is zooming. Finally, steel is backed up. Things you love to see. It was really spot on. Like, we don't get annoyed with you or anything. Now, I was so agreeing with you until that very last comment. I'm sure you get annoyed with me. You should. Absolutely, you should get annoyed with me. It would be really weird if you didn't get annoyed with me at least a little bit. We spend too much time together, right? Also, I've seen YouTube comments. I know people get annoyed with me. Okay, this thing is eating. Each one of these eats 150. So there's actually no way we will ever support 4 full machines. It's 3 machines. This is where a summer sloop would go so fucking hard. Oh, no, I just realized if everything is already placed. Okay, chat, I'm going to ask a very important front seat question. If everything in this game, resources, are pre-placed, that means there are a limited number of summer sloops in the game. Front seat question. Does anyone know the answer? How many summer sloops exist in this game? There's got to be an answer because there's a... on the map in this game. 109, 106, about 100. Perfect. That's great. I don't even care that it's not the exact same answer. That is that they are limited. It's about 100. Perfect. That's great to know. I was just thinking a summer sloop would go so hard right here. We did actually outpace capacity for a little bit there. I wondered if our capacity went down because we did that weird shit with our coal power generators. So now that we've done that, we actually need to not build anything for a while because here's why. We've been using a lot of the... we want both of these to back up. All 3 of these. So that encased industrial beams actually continue forward out. We want our cloud storage to get full. We can help this process along by feeding a bunch of these steel beams. But when we're done with that, now should this be sped up? Because it's not making enough steel, right? We could speed it up, but I think that we don't have enough steel beams to actually feed these fast enough. There's no way we're making 18 times 4, 36, 72 steel beams a minute, probably. Actually, we might be. But we're probably also using them for other things. Just wondering if I should overclock, and I don't know the answer. Ryan, how could you say you ever get annoyed at us? I know you guys get annoyed at me, and I'd frankly get annoyed if you lied about that, so. 37.5, but we're only really running 3 of those, so it's like 110. What is that? 74. Yeah, it's like 110. Probably like 115 a minute. And I said 70, so we may actually back up over there eventually. We're at 69 out of 100, by the way. Nice. Can I get a nice in chat? Being annoyed with you is the reason I became a fan. What war crime have you committed? Who did that? Tony must have done that. Capital D colon? Yo, if you're gonna put that up there, Tony, at least use Little into Shook. Let me send you Mona's art for the emote. I don't know. I'm so thankful I get to talk with you guys about these ideas. Because there's a world in which I just play games and never talk about anything. And in fact, a different, like, you know, that actually matters or bothers me or whatever. And sometimes the games lend themselves to these conversations. But, like, and even at some points in my life, I've been a little bit more likely to just play the game and not talk about what's bothering me because, you know, I've got less capacity to do so or whatever. But we'll put all of these up. And that will hypothetically use all of these if they use all of the steel beams produced if they end up running 100%, which they won't, but maybe. Being annoyed with you is the reason I became a fan. That's so funny to me. That's so funny to me. Okay, so what can we do now while we're waiting on that shit to populate? Well, I mean, we've got all these Mercer spheres. We can go do that. I was thinking specifically what helps us finish phase 3, but oh my god, what are you doing? Are we sending some of these to the awesome sink? Not allowed. Never again are we allowed to send anything from I mean, it's overflow, so it wouldn't actually. From steel to the awesome sink. When I go to upload in Stream Elements, there's like a dozen Pedro images scattered in there. Community likes what the community likes. What can we say? One thing we can do here that might help free up a couple resources is we can probably cut our line for second thing. We can clean up this a little bit, basically. I never yelled at a YouTube video before watching you play games. Oh, good. I feel honored. I'm kidding. I do actually feel honored. It was in that moment that I realized, he makes me feel some kind of way. People are always like, be with the person in your life that makes you feel joy. Be in the person with your life that makes you feel happiness. No, just be in the person with the person in your life that makes you scream and yell in frustration. I'm kidding. Don't do that. That sounds abusive. There we go. There we go. There's Kingsley. My optimism comes from my belief in people, my neighbors, friends, and community. I get annoyed with them, but I do fundamentally believe in people. I'm optimistic about people, pessimistic about leaders. I don't know if that makes me an optimist or a pessimist. Oh, boy. I love that. Oh, I love that. Yeah, that feels right. Okay, so this is all extra. So technically we could all We're up to 72, by the way. We're doing something. Something's working right. Oops. Oops. There's all our extra modular engines. I think I'm just going to turn them in right here. We may need more in the future for other future research, anything. But for now, we'll keep this belt empty so that if it backs up here, we get extra production, extra resources towards the adaptive control units or whatever. I doubt it'll back up. It's going to take forever, but it is right here. So. Oh. $27 minutes for 27 items. 27 minutes for 27 items. Can I craft any of them? That's how you know it's getting bad, chat. I don't think you can craft it. All right, well, if I can't craft it, then I can at least hand feed it, right? We're just breaking all of the we're committing crimes against Fix-It right now. Okay. So what you need is just time? No, you're heavy modular framed. You're resource limited by heavy modular frames. But heavy modular frames I can make. But if I make them, it's going to use the ones from the... This is the problem. It's going to use the ones from the cloud storage, meaning... Yeah, I don't have any of these in my... Oh, I have a couple in my inventory. Meaning then they'll have to get filled in. Which we don't want. Well, well, well. Where are the heavy modular frames being made? Was that what was down on? Is that right here? What are they waiting for? I'm sure it's stuff related to steel. You don't have any backup, so that's good. It's encased industrial beams. You... I have 41 in my inventory. Let's give you 21. Give you 21, and we will overclock at least a little bit. They produce so slowly. Okay. Well, I think we're kind of down to a waiting game, chat. I don't know that I can do anything else to speed up our steel production that much in the next 27 minutes. 24 minutes for 24 items. This is going to be real close. It's going to be real close. But one thing I can do is work on some... Oh, I do have 3 heavy modular frames in my inventory, so I should go deposit those so that they're working. I see some things around you that you said this is temporary when you were building it. So right along with expectations. Hey, listen, what was temporary around here? Actually, yeah, I can think of a couple things. I mean, I guess we overclock this shit too now, right? Yeah, it's also waiting on... These are made at 1 per minute. Oh, chat, I think we're going to get there. I think we, honest to God, might get there. All things are temporary. Maybe that's what I should be thinking. Little into partner was temporary. It's true. And then I almost got fired from my job when I wanted to remove it. So we've got our hard drive here. Alternate recipe, insulated cable, or automated miner. An alternate recipe for creating portable miners in an assembler? That sounds fucking useless. Okay, we're rescanning this sucker for sure, I think. What is this, though? This is cable is normally made from two wire to one cable. But we can instead make it to be 9 copper to 20 cables plus 6 rubber. So half as much copper. No, a quarter as much copper, but you do have to add rubber. And we already have a rubber recipe with quickwire. I think we're rescanning this. Caterium computer or fine concrete? I am not that worried about concrete as a resource. Computers, rather than cable, and rather than plastic, you use rubber and caterium. It is made faster, so that's something. That's actually only 3 caterium ingots, so that's really pretty good compared to, like, holy shit, compared to, isn't this like 16 copper wire? Which is 32, no, which is, oh, it's just 8. So it's just 8 copper ingots compared to 3 caterium. It does also take 6 rubber instead of 16 plastic. That seems very worth it. We're going to take that. Seems very worth it. It's a high-end product, so it's also, like, very... Oh, shit. We should look at this. Compacted coal? Oh, shit. We should look at this. We need coal. But it also says used as fuel. It doesn't... Oh, boy. Hey, Chad, I'm going to ask a front seat question. Front seat question. Can compacted coal be used in recipes like steel? Yes or no? Front seat question. No. Yeah. Okay. I don't think we do this. It says used as fuel for vehicles and coal power generators, but it doesn't... Oh, shit. 2 people said no. 1 person said yes. Hazy. Okay. Interesting. Fuck. Interesting. This one I do want, though. Oh, okay. And I do have to get compacted. Oh, boy. Oh, boy. Okay. Maybe not. Okay. Smokeless powder. We should definitely get explosive rebar. Fuck is this? The rifle. Okay, we got a lot of sulfur research to do. Scan for hard drives. Radar tower seems really useful. Holy shit. Synthetic power shards. Made from time crystals. We gotta complete these. How are we doing on our math, by the way? 6 minutes. Oh, baby, we're gonna make it. We only have 6 more to go. And there's like 20 minutes left in stream. Hell yeah, dude. Manual depot uploader does seem useful. Dimensional Depot upload speed would be fantastic, though. It takes 7. It takes 13. But you gotta bite the bullet for research sometimes because you have to, like... Some of these you don't know what's beneath them unless you do it. Like, you don't know what's the next item. Do I have any summer sloops? I don't even have any summer sloops. I don't know where they are, honestly. Okay. So, we're going to go complete this shit. 'Cause it's really close to being done. I should grab one of these upgrades, though. Which one should I grab? 3? 7. Why does it cost 103? That's such a weird number. $46, $11. We have SAM fluctuators being made somewhere. Way over here. Why buy a new dimensional depot? I need a new dimensional depot, that's why. When instead I could just upgrade my existing dimensional depots. I need to buy a new dimensional depot, but I just keep instead doing other shit. Okay, we're gonna... Oh boy, I forgot. I have to make these. That's alright. We can do that. Tama? Uh-oh. I forgot all about your skate park. It's been a while. It's been a while. Okay, I'm trying to think of some stuff that we could do in between streams. In between streams, I could just make a bunch of SAM fluctuators like I'm doing right now and then deliver them over to the base where we will always need them. I don't know. I wish I knew where my summer sloops were. The skate park was good times. The skate park was good times. We've been on 96 out of 100 for 3 minutes now, and I'm starting to get concerned we're not actually going to make it. Expand the skate park between streams. That's very important. All right. 127. Probably good. Nope, I needed like 100 and... I needed more. If I wanted to do both of the upgrades. Okay, well, let me just craft some more. We're waiting anyways. All I'm doing is waiting. Jonah, sounds great. It was great to catch up a bit. It was great to have you here. I loved reading your comments. Thanks for dropping in. Sometimes I like to drop a Tama for no reason just to keep Ryan on his toes. It's like a GM randomly making rolls and not telling the players what they're for. Oh my god. Yes. The phenomenon of just rolling and then making a face and then moving on. How many of these did I need? I feel like it was like... That's a rhetorical question. Hopefully this will be good. I hate when GMs do this. I think it's bad, but in this case it would be hilarious. Oh man, I don't know if it's always bad. I can see it being used in some bad ways for sure. Yum, we're zooming. We're flying. Okay, I was going over here to do some alien technology. Dimensional depot Manual depot uploader. Upload
Manual
speed.
depot uploader unlocked. Storage dimension and pocket dimension now connected both ways and stable. Parts can now be uploaded to the storage dimension directly from the inventory. Note: the storage dimension now understands the boundaries of the pocket dimension and recognizes the distinction between matter belonging to the Pioneer's inventory and matter belonging to the Pioneer.
The window within the window within the shallows within the deep, curling around itself separately, echoes strangely.
I'm sure
here-
strange is the correct term for what this must feel like to you.
So here's the next thing. We don't have, for instance, computers in the thing. We don't have a dimensional depot for it. So maybe this is the way we actually save ourselves a bunch of space. Computers now appears here, and I can just upload it occasionally as I go. That's actually really interesting. That's like, oh, it's so weird to me. Because it's kind of like... It's like meta anti-hand feeding. I don't even know how to explain that.
Dimensional upload speed increased. All of the kinetic and thermal energy released during matter conversion has now been repurposed to aid with dimensional shifting, allowing several parts to pass through, for free.
The window is beautiful. Have you tried making the door?
I assure you that would be a most unhealthy action for the Pioneer to take.
So, like, I can just add... One way to build stuff would be to run around. Instead of putting dimensional depots, you could just run around and just add shit. Like, I need quickwire, for instance. So I could just do that. And then I'm going to have some quickwire in there. Not a lot, but some. Of course, it's a bad system. Because I don't know, quote unquote, like which items are being uploaded automatically and which ones I'm going to have to manually upload as I go. But on the other hand, so it kind of encourages me to just upload stuff. It seems like a much improved version of trashing stuff. But on the other hand, like basically if I get out there and my inventory is full, I could just shove it in here. On the other hand, it kind of makes me want to not put a dimensional depot for quickwire, but I absolutely should because, oh, it's weird. It's weird. Very weird. Very weird. 2 minutes left, by the way, and 10 minutes left and 2 items to go, and we have not found it yet. Where is this thing? There it is. There's one. Oh my God, is this the 99th one or is this the 100th one? Vados, is that you? For a while, we did Thomas about 30 minutes after the time it was about so that you had no clue what it referred to. I may have lost the chat battle, but I've almost doubled my chats for the war by just being here. Hey, also, it's never over until it's over. I have 9 minutes left to get one more item down here. Oh, never mind. It's over. There it is. There she goes. We are completing phase 3, our final adaptive control unit. Is going to enter the machine. The space elevator. Cargo is loaded. Let's seal this sucker. And do it. We've sent the goods. Sealed them in the elevator. I come back just in time for Blue Boo and just in time.
Welcome to the Project Assembly Pioneer Progress presentation. Congratulations, the Phase 3 project part shipment is finally ready for delivery.
We're done.
On delivery, Phase 3 will be completed and the main body will be constructed. You should know how this works by now. You'll get access to tiers 7 and 8 in the
Hover
hub.
pack?
In fact, perhaps you should just go look at the
Nuclear?
technologies there yourself. It's all laid out so that even a monkey could understand it, so you should have no issues. Speaking of which, I don't think you need a reminder about project parts.
What is
Instead,
this?
I will be providing some interesting facts. Did you know the average pioneer succeeds at saving the day? Did you know the average pioneer knows how to optimize pipe throughput?
I do not.
Did you know the average pioneer stays late at work because they care about humanity? Anyway, I thought you might want to know more about your peers. Good luck in Phase 4.
The average. What the fuck is nuclear pasta? Oh, baby. There it goes. There she blows. That's my shipment of goods. My tiny little shipment of goods to the space elevator.
Phase 3 of Project Assembly completed. Fixit's predictions indicate pioneers should generally reach this point faster with above-average results, but we should all adjust our expectations according to the situation. It is understandable. The pressure and complexity will only increase from here, so be sure to take on Phase 4 with efficiency and competence.
The pressure and complexity. Use efficiency and competence to make this shit happen. It's looking good. It looks much more developed than it used to. And we're back. What the fuck is nuclear pasta? I have to go look at the thing. I should also shut this down so that we don't deliver anymore. You look like a company man to me. So that was huge. There were a couple updates there. Oh my god, we did it just in time. There were a couple updates there that I really thought were interesting. Nuclear power, which I did have spoiled for me by a comment. That's all right, though. Confirmation that it exists. Hover pack and aerial transport. Hover pack allows pioneers to move vertically and hover in midair to improve building efficiency and factory traversal. That's even better than a jetpack. Wirelessly connects to nearby power connections, such as power poles and buildings for power consumption. I wonder if that means it will not work out in the world. Slow fall, hold spacebar after losing connection midair. Okay. You might be able to fall from power. I don't know if you'll be able to... Sekhmet, but radioactive. Nuclear pasta? Yeah, we're going to get to that. Disable hover pack, double tap C. Okay. Bauxite to make aluminum. Alumina solution. Oh, fuck. More liquids. Conveyor belt Mark 5, 780. What is it made of? I want to know what it's made of. Probably something involving aluminum. Hazmat suit for the radiation. Finally. Let's go. Exclamation away in chat. Uh-oh. Oh, baby. Control system development. Sulfur is going to get its use. Batteries. It's the classic. Sulfur into batteries makes a ton of sense. My daughter just pulled her first Pokemon fart card. Cutie Fly. Let's go. Let's go. Also a blender. That's so funny. A blender. It's a machine called a blender. Assembly directory system. This is one of the things I need, right? Yeah. It's a precise computing system. I like its design. We really are. Oh, a supercomputer as well. Radio control unit. Okay, tier 8. Aeronautical engineering. We have drones. Transports available in input back and forth between its home port. We have robots. Oh my god. Must be built on a drone port. Has 9 inventory slots. Can use any fuel type. Refuels at any connected port. Drone status and other details can be viewed at a drone's home port. Okay, I'm interested to see how you can code those. Nuclear power, uranium, fuel rods, power plants, advanced aluminum production, nitrogen gas, heat sinks. Oh my god, these late game items look amazing. Fused modular frames. Of course, modular frames are now even more. Like this looks like a nuke. Leading edge production, turbo motor, miner Mark III, which I think doubles default extraction rate 240. So yeah, I think it goes 60, 120, 240. That's huge. Thermal propulsion rocket. This is an item for the thingy. We need 250 of those. I still have not seen nuclear There it is. Nuclear pasta. Nuclear pasta is extremely dense, degenerate matter formed when extreme pressure forces protons and electrons together into neutrons. It is theorized to exist naturally within the crust of neutron stars. So no big deal, but for our next phase, we need to build a theoretical thing that exists at the center of neutron stars. Oh boy. I feel invigorated to save humanity. Pressure conversion cube is used to contain these items. Yeah, it's like antimatter is what I was imagining with this. Like an antimatter holding cell. Plutonium fuel rod. Oh my god. Oh my god. Plutonium pellets. Oh my god. Moderately radioactive, highly radioactive. But then when we've conquered all this, chat, in like 3 weeks, because I'm sure it won't take us very long, then we get phase 4 and then we win, I think. Oh baby. It's 3:59. I need to get out of here. That's gonna do it for Satisfactory. We did beat phase 3. Shout out to the Bluebies. We made it. Old Man Shorty says, thanks. I'll be okay. I'll go elsewhere rather than join us in the spoilery channel. When a streamer asks a question, I don't feel it is a spoiler to answer, but it is his channel. He can run it any way he wants. Yeah, thanks for understanding. Sorry, that is how we run things. We have some specific ways to sort of reference things. All questions are, at least in a blind playthrough, rhetorical, unless otherwise phrased as front seat, like with this emote. Chat was just, sorry, Shorty. Chat was just, you know, trying to inform you of the way we do things around here. No hard feelings. You're not in trouble or anything. That's just sort of how we keep games blind and keep it possible for me to do things like react to stuff 200 hours into a game that otherwise chat would have told me about 150 hours ago. Just how we keep things fresh. Bye everybody. We're gonna end it there. Thanks for watching. Phase 3 complete. I went for the longest time not realizing what the front seat emote was. I thought it was a fertility idol or something. Now hold up. I've heard a lot of different things, including bottle. Somebody said it looked like a bottle, but fertility idol is a brand new one. Love it. You guys, this community surprises me every day. On that note, goodbye. Can we get a fertility idol emote? No, we're not going to get a fertility idol emote. What the fuck? Fertilize me with knowledge? Front seat. Fertilize me with knowledge. Bye.